Worsen breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur.
Ask your doctor about breast treating.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
They say you can't put a price on fun, but they don't know what the heck they're talking about. Fun's now $1.99 at Sonic with creamy queso wraps and more. Take that, they. The Fun 99 menu. 5 items, always $1.99.
Ice cold Mike's, please.
Was this guy's day hard enough for a Mike's Hard Lemonade, hey?
I don't know. Was it?
Hard days deserve a hard lemonade.
What is up, motherfuckers and party people? How's everybody doing today? Are you fucking ready? Because I sure as hell am. I sure as hell am super fucking ready. We got racing, the NASCAR Xfinity Series, on the streets of Chicago, in Grant Park, downtown Chicago, Illinois. We're doing this. It's going to be fucking awesome. We did it last year, but that was kind of a disaster. So this year should be better because there's no rain. No rain in the forecast for the whole weekend. It's going to be good.
The official app of NASCAR Tracks has the latest race and event information from your favorite tracks. Search NASCAR Tracks in the App Store to download for free and start using today. DJ, look at the fans on the beach, and the really cool part about this is that is not far from where the pit box is right now, and there's fans even right behind us here, having a little picnic in the shade.
Yeah, this is beautiful. Love to see it.
Yeah, I know. I'm telling you what, this is such a great spot here. But when it comes to road courses lately in the Xfinity Series, it's been one nickname, SVG.
Especially winning 2 road courses in a row and one day dreaming about winning on an oval.
Celebrate for a little while.
I've never seen someone drift like that after the race. I need to get better at my restarts, but that was so much fun. Really cool racing. I love these cars.
There goes Shane Van Gisbergen around Justin Allgaier.
Long and mercy. Trying to win to get another porta potty.
The last 2 weeks he's been Superman, Shane.
Oh, some big highlights from 2024 for Shane. 2 wins and in the playoffs. That's good. But this weekend, everybody's pointing at you guys. Are they pointing at the right guy?
Oh, I don't know. I don't notice that. I'm just doing my own thing. But been a busy day. Felt like I've been in the car all day. So trying to chill out here for the moment. WeatherTech Chevy's obviously pretty good. We're at the front. Try and stay there.
How will the challenge be different for you than the other road courses you've done this year?
Oh, street courses are insane. There's probably going to be a lot of yellows looking at practice. So yeah, hopefully Bruce and the guys, we can come up with a good strategy and see how we go.
Shane starts up front. I think they're looking at the right guy.
Yeah, he certainly is the favorite, Dave. And DJ, you know, we mentioned the stacked field earlier. Is Shane Van Gisbergen still the favorite?
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, he's my pick to win.
Weren't in this, you'd say that he's just a heavy favorite. But Larson is so talented that he can get the job done too. But he's still the favorite. Everybody knows it. That's who they're shooting for. They've studied what he's done. Now they're ready to block some of those things and figure that out a little bit more. But I believe he has some more tricks up his sleeve.
Yeah, I do too. And DJ's right. Larson is in the field.
Severe thunderstorm warning, Oswego County. That's not my county, so I don't have to worry about that.
And that's always been his specialty. Maybe AJ has something for him today.
SVG, as Dave mentioned, locked into the Xfinity Series playoff. But Brad, who near the cut line is worried about today's street course race, and who's excited about it?
Yeah, it's going to be Sammy Smith for me. He has not been very good on road course. He's only 11 points up, and I think today is probably creating some angst for him. If you really think about it. For me, though, the guy who's done really well is Parker Kligerman.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got 9 top 10s on road courses. I think Parker comes into this thing poised. He's had a couple of good runs. He loves the road courses. He's hungry. He's aggressive. He can have a good day.
Yeah, you got 2 drivers there in particular that are looking at this totally different. But I believe Ryan Sieg also just below the cut line right now. He's been very solid, usually on the road course. If they can have a solid.
What's up, Lucas? How you doing?
You know, does Parker have
Who's winning today?
Just plus 46
I think SVG wins.
As maybe his shot to get that win.
You know, he can look at the win. There's no doubt that he has the talent to do all of that. I think the other side of it is he can look to make it a big points day if he doesn't get that win.
While there's plenty of action to enjoy on the track today, if you're here in Chicago, there might be just as much to do off track. Kim, have you maybe found the best seat in the house here at the Chicago Street Course?
Well, Marty, I found the perfect spot. It's the Founders Club. It puts fans directly over pit road and the start-finish line, immersing them into the action. They're at the center of everything. They're going to watch drivers storm off of turn 12 onto Columbus Drive. There is outdoor seating. Check out these fans here. They are excited. There is indoor seating as well. And we talk about the Chicago food. In these suites, they are serving gourmet favorites from local restaurants. And Dave, the best part, all of these fans, they're excited for the racing action, but they
I don't know if I would say in Cup, but you know, I'd say he's definitely one of the best.
And behind me, you can see where
I'd say he's probably the best in Xfinity right now.
And then way out to there where Brad and Marty are.
But I mean,
guys, yeah, they're waving to us. But when you turn,
we need to see him more in Cup before we can really judge that.
Field over there. That's where the concerts are going to take place this weekend, and they got 4 big ones going on. The Chainsmokers, Keith Urban, and then Lauren Elena will finish things up, but she will be following. What's the third act this weekend? Let's see. Keith Urban, Chainsmokers. Oh yeah. Keith Urban, Chainsmokers. Anyway, it's going to be a big event down there, guys, and it is all happening in Festival Field. It's a little sparse right now, but the fans are going to be crowding in there today and tomorrow. It's a full ticket. And oh, by the way, Marty, they get to see a race, too.
The Black Keys Day, one of my favorite bands.
You know, all I needed was for one person to say in my ear, Black Keys. That's all I needed. Thanks, guys.
Which concert do you want to see there, DJ?
I think I'm a Keith Urban fan for sure.
Oh, I'm a Chainsmoker.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say, true or false, you have. Look at you, true or false, you have backstage passes tonight. I believe you do. There's a lot going on here, a concert, a party, a festival, all wrapped around some fantastic racing. Not a bad combination. Pre-race ceremonies are next.
Will the race be chaos? I don't know. I think there'll be some chaos. I don't think it'll be total fucking shit show.
Ready to rise? To the challenge? Above obstacles. Above perception.
But the green flag scheduled here for 3:40, so 2:40 local time.
If so, we're looking for you. Join us at Toyota Racing.
There's a difference between a great golf setting and a setting for great golf. You've seen the Open before, right? We're talking about wind, sea, rain, dunes, bunkers, rough. There's a reason the forces that make the Scottish coastline also make the champion golfer of the year. Unbelievable. This isn't just the Open. It's golf, as it's meant to be. The Open Championship on NBC, USA, and Peacock. Part of the greatest summer of golf.
Is it a stamp day? Nope. Stamp? Not today. Aw, patience, Stampy. We're here to help people every day. Rain or shine. You're right.
The postage stamp of approval only on Today in Central New York. Don't wait for your.
So the stages today is stage 1 ends at lap 15. It's a 50 lap race, so stage 1 ends at lap 15. Stage 2 is also 15 laps, that'll end at lap 30. And the final stage is 20 laps, the final 20 laps.
Over 100 recliners on display. Choose from rocker recliners, big man recliners, and power lift recliners.
Get 25% off all recliners and reclining sofas. Get a recliner with heat and massage for $5.99. We have the biggest selection of recliners in Central New York, and they're all 25% off.
All reclining furniture is 25% off, plus get up to 0% financing.
Only at the One Big Recliner store in Salve, Chinatown.
Wrongful death after a motor vehicle crash? The words say it all, but do not begin to capture the anguish, the suffering, and the loss. It's hard to be emotional during a time like that, but that's exactly the time when you need someone to be clear-headed, eyes open, and know exactly what has to be done to protect survivors and to get some justice. That someone will be me, William Matar, when you call 444-4444.
The Orange Zone, winner of the Regional Edward R. Murrow Award for Best Podcast.
Fans here in Chicago enjoying a Saturday in the park on this 4th of July weekend. DJ, you know the rest of that song, don't you?
I know the words, but I did a deal with Blake Shelton one time. I said, look, you really don't want me doing it. I can't sing. We did it. I did it anyway. And he said, you know, you were right. You can't sing.
Yeah. Hey, Brad, how does NASCAR thinking outside of what has been the quote-unquote traditional schedule impact your race
Yeah,
team?
this is huge. New sponsors, new fans. There's going to be people here today who are just coming to hang out in the park. They're trying to figure out what's going on. They're going to be exposed to something fantastic.
And I think DJ put it very well earlier today when he said it truly feels like unlike any other event on the NASCAR.
I don't think they're using the mufflers here this year.
At Chicago for the Xfinity Series. Time for today's pre-race ceremonies.
Because I was looking at videos, and it does not sound like they're using the mufflers.
Please you move your hats. And veterans, render a hand salute as the Chicago Fire Department and Chicago Police Department Honor Guard presents our nation's colors. Here to offer today's invocation, please welcome from New Spiritual Light Baptist Church, Pastor Walter Turner.
Most gracious God, our Father, we thank you for this day. We thank you for this city called Chicago. We pray you will continue to look over the leadership of our great city. Thank you for NASCAR, all of the officials, those who have been part of this great occasion. Then we pray for the safety of all drivers over this weekend. We pray, God, that you will allow this weekend to be successful and great. It's in your name we pray. Amen.
Here to perform our national anthem, please welcome from the National Tour of Six, Aaron Bohannon.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Woo! America!
So cool to see these Xfinity Series machines in downtown Chicago. It's a beautiful Saturday afternoon, almost time to go street course racing for the Xfinity Series. We'll get the engines fired coming up next here on NBC Sports.
When my doctor gave me Breasttree for my COPD, things changed for me. Breasttree gave me better breathing, symptom improvement, and reduced flare-ups.
What do you think of about Josh Berry replacing Burton? I mean, he's clearly proven that he's the better driver. So
Don't take Breasttree more than prescribed.
Harrison Burton's been nothing.
Pneumonia and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur.
Ask your doctor about Breasttree.
It's so easy to get your windshield replaced using SafeLight. Tell the people why you haven't done it. Started off as a chip and it just keeps going. So what do we do now? I've scheduled an appointment at SafeLight.com. SafeLight Repair. SafeLight Replace. Yes!
SafeLight Repair, SafeLight Replace.
Can I have some Mike's, please? Was this guy's day hard enough for a Mike's Hard Lemonade, Hank?
I don't know. Was it?
Up to it, bunny boy.
Hard days deserve a hard lemonade.
It's so easy to get your windshield replaced using SafeLight. Tell the people why you haven't done it. Started off as a chip and it just keeps going. So what do we do now? I've scheduled an appointment at SafeLight.com. SafeLight Repair. SafeLight Replace. Yes!
SafeLight Repair, SafeLight Replace.
Ice cold Mike's, please. Was this guy's day hard enough for a Mike's Hard Lemonade, Hank?
I don't know. Was it?
Hard days deserve a hard lemonade.
For a little bit of chaos. It's Larson. A dash of drama. A touch of temper. Look at this. Who's down to take it to the streets? To bring the triangle. To hit the bricks. Who's game for a little fireworks between friends? See, that's a trick question. With the playoffs coming, there are no friends.
Downtown Chicago on a sunny Saturday afternoon, from Wrigley Field to the Blues Brothers to Jordan's Bulls. It all happened right here in the Windy City. Now it's time for year 2 of NASCAR on famous streets like Lakeshore Drive in Michigan.
You think SVG should go into Cup full time next year? I really don't know. Like,
The name AJ
I'd love to think yes, but
into anyone else racing on a road course.
I find it kind of weird that the Cubs are playing in Chicago at the same time that this is happening. You'd think they'd want to do like an away series.
It has not been a fun day for the 16 bunch, but he's won 11 times on a road course in his career. It could be number 12 today, Kim, if he can find his way forward.
Well, Dave, Sheldon Creed had his engine expire in practice earlier today, did not lay down a qualifying lap, and he'll start at the back of the field. Now, despite that hiccup, he felt like he had a car that was really good speed-wise. I asked him how this changes his race. He told me he felt like he has less to lose starting from the rear. It's going to be a full send, he said, and Brady said, I'm driving a little bit more carefree.
That's awesome, Kim. Well, my man is Gibbs, Ty Gibbs. He's starting 4th. And the thing I'm looking at from Ty today, like DJ said, this is a new race. This is a new racetrack. I think if Ty Gibbs can go out and win this race, he will gain tremendous confidence, and I think it will push over into tomorrow's race as well.
Yeah, and Daniel Suarez is in the 36 car today, starting 31st. This is mostly about getting reps, getting better idea of what to expect from this racetrack today for tomorrow, and he qualified 9th for the Cup race, so I think things are working it to his advantage right now.
Well, DJ, fresh off his win in Nashville last Sunday in the Cup Series, valuable learning a day ahead for Joey Logano. Yes, Joey Logano in the number 15 car today, which is normally driven by Haley Deegan. Logano told me the experience you get of the track outweighs it being a totally different car than tomorrow, knowing how close you can get to the wall, where the passing zones are, how to set up passes. All of that, Logano told me this morning, is what he's trying to learn today to help him for tomorrow. So, DJ, what's the toughest challenge drivers will face on the street course?
I think the biggest thing is some of these tight corners. How much are they going to challenge the wall? You have to challenge that if you're going to be fast and make passes.
Yeah, the different surfaces as you go around this street. Some's asphalt, some's concrete, some has ripples, some doesn't. It's been driven on, the snow, the cold. You got to adjust that and find that grip. That's going to be difficult.
DJ, what's this start going to be like under
A lot of Cup drivers in this race, yeah.
Xfinity Series with all those cars thundering down that front stretch.
We talk about how narrow it is, but we're going to see 3 wide immediately as they get through turn 2 and going down Lakeshore Drive.
There's no way they make it through turn 1.
You got Sheldon Creed talking about a full send, and he's in the back. It's going to be awesome.
I would be worried if I'm some of those guys in the back with all the chaos that can happen today. There's a lot of fast cars coming up.
I'd love to see if Sheldon can make his way up to the front. He's starting 37th. I think he might be starting a little higher because some guys got sent to the rear. But
We've waited a year for this moment. Time to get the engines fired here in Chicago.
Chicago, this is the moment you've been waiting for. Please welcome 3-time Stanley Cup champion, Hall of Famer, former Blackhawk and Chicago native, Chris Chelios.
Here we go, Chicago! Drivers, start your engines!
yeah, engines are fired.
Little Hall of Fame command there. How about that? Who's ready for a little street course racing, NASCAR style? The green flag from downtown Chicago is next.
Logano replacing Deegan is a massive upgrade.
The fastest
Oh, I didn't even
swimmer
know
in
he
the
was.
world couldn't go near the pool. Caleb Dressel had won Olympic gold.
He did it! I'm so proud of you.
And then he got out of the pool. If I never swam again, he thought, I'd be okay. That's when he knew he was ready. Now he's getting faster and stronger every day. Caleb's excited to compete, but that's not the point, because Caleb loves to swim again.
Little big boy insurance companies love quitters, of course. Their whole goal is to discourage you, depress you, and deny and delay your claims. Those tactics didn't stop Tim from Sandy Creek. Tim's thank you card said, "You made a believer out of me. No quitters in that Stanley Law crew. In the pursuit of the maximum award, we leave no stone unturned. Stanley Law."
This clearance sale is so hot, we're keeping it going. The Drivers Village Used Car Mega Sale. Sizzling summer clearance on 500 pre-owned. Scorching deals on SUVs, 150 certified pre-owned, hundreds under $25,000. Our red-hot inventory changes daily, and our buying experts want your car. One location, one big clearance at the Used Car Warehouse and everywhere at Drivers Village through July 31st. See more at dvused.com.
This is our call to inaction, to answer the call of the recliner.
We're getting takeout because we've been out all day long.
It's the Lazy Boy 4th of July sale. Save 30% store-wide, plus 0% interest for 24 months.
We will take a load up. Are loading up on snacks?
Hurry in, 4th of July sale going on now. Lazy Boy, long live the lazy.
Join me for NBC3 Sports weeknights.
It's NASCAR Xfinity Series racing from Chicago, the Loop 110. Hello, everyone. Alongside our crew chief, Steve Letard, Rick Allen with you. Now, normally, when we see a road course, you have to have a countryside, or you have to have a lot of acreage to be able to put together the left and right turns. But, Steve, as we look over our shoulder, this is a beautiful canvas for which to have this Xfinity Series race.
Well, we have acreage, about 300 acres here in Grant Park on the side of Lake Michigan. You mentioned it. Out front, the lake. Behind us, the skyscrapers. The scene is unreal. It's unprecedented. I think the drivers feel that.
Are y'all fucking ready for this shit?
Track we go to. It is right here at the foot of the skyscrapers on the beach of the lake. It's exciting. It's gonna be exciting to watch.
And again, on the streets of Chicago, let's show you the course that they run on. We take a look at today's track back, brought to you by Xfinity Mobile. Right down in the Grant Park, you see Columbus Drive takes you to turn one, then all the way through to
The IMAX NASCAR movie is now free on YouTube. I remember I watched that like probably 12 years ago.
When we get into turn four, Dylan Welsh will have the call there. And of course, the mayor, Jeff Burton, will take care of all of the action in turns 10, 11, and 12. And he'll hand it back off to Steve and I, who will be calling all the action on the front stretch right here behind pit road. Let's chat with the guys who will call the action from out on the course. And we'll start with you, Mike Bagley.
It's so great to be back in Chicago. So great to be here with these NASCAR Xfinity Series teams. Most importantly, the fans are back. This is a huge event for the city, and they are lining the streets 3, 4, 5, 10 deep at places, and they're all ready to see some good racing. We're expecting tight racing, some racing with some contact, and full-body NASCAR experience race treatment today for all of these fans and you watching at home. That's in turns 1 and 6. Dylan, what about in turn 4 and 5?
Well, Mike, I think it's going to be the culmination of everything you just talked about, the end of one of the longest and fastest parts of this racetrack here on the southern part of Lakeshore Drive before they make the turn onto Roosevelt Road and then ultimately back onto Columbus Drive for another long stretch of straight racetrack. This part of the racetrack, turns 3, 4, and 5, very tight, very narrow, but very high commitment. It's a great opportunity to maybe make a dive bomb type pass on entry to turn 3 or 4. We saw the race-winning move in the Cup race here last year, but you want to get off turn 5 well as you can at least, because that sets you up, as we said, for that long stretch of straight track down towards turn
turn number 6. So great piece of racing property over here this end of the speedway, and can't wait to watch it all unfold later on this afternoon. Jeff Burton, you're in a great spot too at the other end of the speedway in turn number 11.
I'm in a great spot if you like chaos. That's because turn 7 is a very tight corner, a right-hander. Then it goes up into Congress Plaza. That is a left-hander uphill. Then it's downhill. It's very rough in turn 11. Drivers are almost out of control just getting through there. And then that leads to turn 12. Turn 12, a 9-degree right-hander. Not a place you can run side by side, but that won't stop these guys from trying it today. And now to a guy with a little bit of inside information for us all day long, Dave Burns.
Now let's keep talking Chicago, Jeff Burton, and the Loop 110 is named after the elevated train that runs down in this part of town. Let's look at the starting grid, all 38 starters in today's Loop 110. On the upper left there you see Shane Van Gisbergen, and you'll be riding on board with him all day long. On pole for the second time in 2024. Last time he was on pole, he won the race. Kim.
Dave, as we look at the next page of the starting lineup, Parker Retzlaff qualified his car 12th. The team was floored when I talked to them. With the field as deep as it is, that effort speaks to how much more confident Parker has gotten on these type of courses, and he shined.
The good news, no rain, yeah. I mean, that's something different from last year. Last year was kind of weird because the rule is that you have to get to halfway for the race to be called official, but they couldn't get to halfway, and they still ended up calling the race official.
And with 9 races left in the regular season, that needs to continue to be our focus. There is a path for us to the playoffs by continuing that trend. And it is rare that you see a final page of the starting lineup like this one. 34 overall Xfinity Series wins, 4 on road courses. Talk about a stacked back end of the field. They won't be there for long. Going to be fun to watch this entire group make their way to the front of the field. Now let's head back up to the gentlemen who will call the action this afternoon, Rick Allen and Steve Letarte.
Thanks, Marty. Hey. By 2 lines coming back around this course as we look at the playoff standings, and only 6 drivers up to this point have won to lock themselves into the championship and the playoffs.
And I think today we're going to really focus on that Sammy Smith, Ryan Sieg battle down there. Only 11 points separate them, and so much has been made about the depth of the field, the stacked field that we have. Remember, a win puts your name in yellow, but I don't think it's ever been tougher with the names we have in this field. So therefore, those points I mentioned, only 11 separating the guy in and the guy out. We're going to have points at the end of the stages in a quick 50-lap race.
All right, Steve, a little bit different, obviously, with the race analysis here because we're talking about street racing.
Street racing, I think...
Fuel window is 28 to 30 laps, so no matter what, you won't have to pit under green here.
Around 30 laps on fuel, so you only need 1 pit stop. The real question is, if you do pit 30 laps from the finish, will your Goodyear tires have the grip required in the closing laps when we know it's going to be elbows up, pushing and shoving? We've seen it here. Even in the shortened race last year, they were not afraid to lean on each other.
How about Shane Van Gisbergen? He's won the last 2 road courses. Can he make it 3 in a row?
Well, listen, he won the Cup race a year ago, and he's proven that skill, as you mentioned, winning the last 2 road courses.
Who's
he is
Jason?
Without a doubt the favorite, but you've said it a few times over the course of practice today. I really believe Kyle Larson, while he doesn't say it, his actions tell me that he has heard enough about SVG. He's here to get laps, but if he can beat the guy who won here last year in the Cup Series, that'd be a good way to end the day.
Let's listen into the 2 radio, a little pep talk before the green flash.
Tyler, everybody here with us. Appreciate you guys coming out. Beautiful race in a pretty cool city, so just keep our heads on straight. And I think the game that we've had so far today has worked out of just keeping ourselves in it. We'll just continue to do that as much as we can today.
And Jesse will start in the 8th position. He's on the outside of row 4. We're going to keep our eye on that as well as far as when they can change lanes. Obviously, the start here, making that turn through 12, and then also once they get onto the front stretch, that's when they can start moving left and right. Marty.
Rick chatted with Cole Custer, the winner here in Chicago on the streets last year. I said, what do you think you have for today? He said, honestly, I don't know. He said, practice was so weird to me. He said it was so truncated with all the wrecks on the track that I never felt like I got a clean lap, and I didn't get a really good read on my car. He said, the one thing that worries me is as cars come down pit road to get a read on pit road speed is the start.
Yeah, they're doing their pit road speed checks right now, and then I think we're getting, I think this is the one to go.
Car that can contend for a second straight win.
Marty, Chandler Smith qualified top 10 for today's race, and crew chief Jeff Mendering told me just getting through practicing qualifying unscathed was more stressful than he thinks the race is going to be this afternoon. He also said Chandler's ability at road and street course horses is noticeably improving, and a top 10 would be a good day for them. But Dave, a top 5, they would consider that a win for this team.
Oh, any driver would love that, Kim, including Riley Hertz, who qualified in the 20th position in the 98 car. They're headed to the playoffs on points. They would love to secure that with a win, and here would be just as good as any other place. Riley's car in qualifying, 20th, as I mentioned. He told me I was way too conservative. Well, guess what? His car's in one piece. It's in good shape, and he can go forward from here.
So, Steve, now you have what you had mentioned earlier, maybe two of the best that are leading this field. But as an Xfinity Series regular, you want to be up there contesting with them because this backdrop is beautiful. You want to say, I've been able to win at Chicago, win on the streets of Chicago. How do they go about moving up?
Well, I think the real key is, first, don't make a mistake. I mean, practice today was chaos with people making their own mistakes. These aren't cars getting into one another. These are cars trying to navigate this very tough circuit on their own. So as much as you don't want to think it's...
Them Xfinity boys getting ready to race on the streets of Chicago. It's going to be something else. And it ain't raining this time. It's going to be fun.
With who goes to victory lane and who decides wrong. I look at it like this. It's just, the other issue is, with the pack now all condensed, if you have an issue, or you can get into someone else's issue. If you make contact with the wall, you lose control. This place narrows up in a hurry. It can be blocked. We've seen it blocked a couple times already.
Yeah, we have seen it be bumper-to-bumper traffic here, like we've seen in Chicago before, but never at 140 miles an hour is what we're about to see as these cars make their way down into turn 6, getting ready to come back around through the loop there with Congress Plaza.
So you mentioned a little bit, Rick. So the restart area where they'll start this race is actually before turn 12. It's between 11 and 12 down a short straightaway. And it's very interesting because now they start right here coming at us, and they're going to make a right-hand turn. And you have to stay in kind of your respected lane. If you're on the inside, you have to stay on the inside. If you're on the outside, you have to stay on the outside. And that corner is going to really want you to change lanes. But you have to remain that way all the way to this white line right here, which is at the start of pit lane. The reason I point it out is because in a racetrack with everything being new, even this is different.
Here we fucking go.
Another track, so that's going to be really easy to just forget, and we can see who can kind of stay.
Here the fuck we go.
It's been a year since NASCAR has been on the streets of Chicago, and you can hear the fans in the background. They're excited for the start of this Xfinity Series race, the Loop 110. Again, Ben Gisbergen and Larson make up row number 1. That is Connor Mozak and Ty Gibbs in row 2. Up turn 11. And getting ready for the start. Xfinity Series.
And
taking on the streets of Chicago once again. And it will
green flag is in the air. We are racing in the streets of Chicago.
at the end of this front stretch.
They're doing it. They're racing through the streets of Chicago. Oh, there comes Larson.
Larson wants to go. He's driver's right as they work down Lakeshore Drive for the first time. The battle for the lead. Ty Gibbs laying in wait there in the 3rd spot. Van Gisbergen with some momentum on the outside.
Wow, this is great to start. Great battle at the front to start.
Larson in the lead for 4. SPG looks back inside but can't do it. Larson leads off 5. Here he comes to the 5. Larson's in the lead. Van Gisbergen the 2nd. They're all stacked up behind them. 3rd on back. Larson and Van Gisbergen making their way for the lead. SPG is going to jam it into 6.
Wow.
Larson's going to check up. Larson will lose the lead. Larson may lose 2nd.
Great battle right there. Kyle Larson is here to beat Shane Van Gisbergen. That is what he is trying to do. You saw him on the first lap. He took the fight doing.
That was pretty incredible. This first lap just this first lap looking like it was a final restart of the race.
Taking 2nd spot, but you can see.
I mean, I guess that's road course racing though.
SPG, he has raised the bar. They're all trying to answer it.
We knew it was going to be a heavyweight battle, and already early on, punches thrown from Van Gisbergen, Larson, and Gibbs, all fighting up front, trying to take the lead away from who is the favorite of this race, with Shane Van Gisbergen out in front. Everyone chasing him into one.
Kyle Larson poked the Bear. The Bear's got the lead back, and the Bear's leaving the building right now. Shane Van Gisbergen's lead. 3, 4, 5 car lengths off of turn number 1. Now into turn number 2. Ty Gibbs on board right now in third, giving pursuit to the top 2.
I have to imagine Larson wanted to try to get
The Bear is leaving? Who's the Bear?
So fast, and now Larson has got to push hard.
Oh, the Bears, you mean? Chicago Bears?
Back onto Columbus Drive, and Shane Van Gisbergen's lead getting larger now as he works his way down into turn number 6. Hard braking left-hand corner. SVG, Kyle Larson, Ty Gibbs there. 1, 2, 3. As you see everybody hugging the inside of turn 6, very tightly setting up for the downhill run to 7.
Van Gisbergen has led every Xfinity road course race he's ever run. Lead this one again. AJ Allmendinger, his teammate. We're accustomed to seeing him in the front of the pack. He's back there at night trying to work himself around this racetrack to get track position. He's going to push hard. You can see how tight this racetrack is. Different racetrack conditions, concrete, asphalt, it's rough. It's tight everywhere.
Here comes Larson. Just right on his bumper. Man, this is great. This is great. Oh, here he comes. Here comes Larson. Larson's going to do it. Larson's going to take the lead. Is he going to be able to stick it, though? Is he going to be able to clear him? No, they're side by side. SVG clears him. Damn, man. Some great shit.
As they work down Lakeshore Drive, so SVG back in control. The top 2 separated themselves a little bit from Ty Gibbs. Through turn 3, here's Larson out of line again. The driver's right into turn 4, race for the lead.
And Larson takes the lead, and he clears him. So Larson is the new leader.
Ongoing battle for the lead with Larson and Shane Van Gisbergen. Both drivers, all 3 drivers, hard on the brake, solid entry and exit. Larson leads Van Gisbergen and Gibbs in this 3-car breakaway. A worldwide heavyweight battle.
Woo! Jeez, man, they're so close to that wall right there. Multiple spots, they're just so damn close to the wall.
Where is Larson weak? Where can I beat him on braking? Larson sideways trying to stay in front of him. Right against the wall. SVG gonna try.
Wayne Perkins has already gone a lap down, assuming he's on pit road.
And these 2 drivers battling back and forth for the lead. And right now, I'm guessing Ty Gibbs is sitting back there watching, saying, okay, if they're going to race this aggressively, I'll wait for potentially one of them to make a mistake, and then I can pass.
What the fuck happened in the Red Sox-Yankees game? The Red Sox were leading. And now the Yankees are up 14-4. What the fuck is this shit?
Right now, this race is in control with Kyle Larson leading the way. That's off turn number 2. The right-hander on the Lakeshore Drive. They're trying to separate themselves from the field. They're having a hard time doing it. Deep breath and a regroup here. Everybody will stay single file for the moment. You hear the liftoff there from Shane Van Gisbergen. He'll follow Kyle Larson through turn 4. Nose to tail are those 2. They've separated from Ty Gibbs by 2 or 3 car lengths. Here's SVG out of line. He'll go to the right side of Larson for the lead. Normally he goes to the inside.
Wow.
5. He's going to test the limit.
This is amazing. This is incredible.
Quarter entry in 6, and he'll do that. SVG goes wide. Now we'll cut it on quarter exit. Trying to get the
This is can't miss TV right here. If you're missing this, what the fuck are you doing? Ooh, Jesus! SVG, I think, made a slight contact with the wall.
This is incredible racing early. This is lap 4. There's a long way to go in the 50-lap race. These guys are sparing nothing of their race tires. Engines, transmissions, they're pushing everything to the limit.
And again, stage 1 is 15 laps, and if it's like this, we're going to be out of breath by the end of this stage. But it is Van Gisbergen chasing after the 17 of Larson. He put his nose to the side of him for a chance at the lead again, and that allowed Ty Gibbs to get closer. It is a 3-car breakaway. Larson out in front. Larson has the lead. The 2 have shared it. 2 each up front. Right now, it's Larson leading in Chicago.
When we're young, we're told anything is possible. But only a few of us go out and prove it. Witness the greatness of Anna Hall on a connection worthy of gold. Xfinity Mobile. Only Xfinity gives you the most powerful mobile Wi-Fi network.
I can't miss this shit. I gotta...
In millions of locations. And right now, Xfinity Internet customers can buy one unlimited line and get one free for a year. Get the fastest connection to Paris with Xfinity.
Kind of feels like everyone's trying to copy the $5 piggy bag. So how can you spot a knockoff? It won't taste like Wendy's. This job is easy. When the deal is as fresh as the meal, gotta be Wendy's.
First, if your answer to the summer heat is let it rain.
Sheldon Creed has made his way up to 17th, so he is moving through the field.
Join us at Toyota Racing.
He started back in, well, he was qualified 37th, but I'm pretty sure some guys got sent to the rear. He started in the 30s.
It's tough to keep wondering if this is as good as it gets. But Trilogy has shown me that there's still beauty and breath to be had. Because
Ooh, Larson got a little fucking weird there in that corner. Here comes SVG.
And with one dose a day,
Man, they are not letting up on each other. This is great. And SVG takes the lead. And Larson's gonna do that fucking 360 move, and he's gonna, oh wow.
Trilogy may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor for some breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur. Ask your doctor about what's daily
SVG has the lead. Here comes Larson side by side. Jesus fucking Christ.
The barn bar.
The intensity is insane.
Here's the living smooth with the always smooth, easy drinking Keystone Light.
Pepsi Pineapple is back and only available at Little Caesars. It smells delicious. Launch me, boys.
Available only at Little Caesars. Pizza, pizza.
There's a difference between a great golf setting and a setting for great golf. This isn't just the Open. It's golf, as it's meant to be. The Open Championship on NBC, USA, and Peacock. Part of the greatest summer of golf.
Saturday in the park, and it doesn't get any better than this. Beautiful views. We want to thank Shady Rays for today's aerial coverage. And yes, that is Shane Van Gisbergen out in front. How did that happen? Well, we will show you. Coming out of turn 12, it looks like the 17 of Kyle Larson maybe locked the left side tires up, right side tires up a little bit. Entering 12.
Yeah, just a little bit too much entry speed, locks it right, front up he slides, and look at SVG. Doesn't try to go to driver's right. He knows that's defendable down at turn 1. He kind of gets momentum to driver's left, gets the preferred line through turn 1. Kyle Larson, though, doesn't concede, chases it in there side by side. These two are putting an absolute show on for the fans, because then Larson goes, I'm going to cross you over, try to work drivers outside in turn 2, eventually had to give up the position. But what a race between the two. And then right here, you see the respect between Shane Van Gisbergen and Kyle Larson. Kim, how about the 81 of Chandler Smith?
Yeah, disaster for them. Take a listen to the radio before he made it to
Oh, someone around the 38. 38's around. That could be a caution. Looks like he's going to get back going, though. 38 is Matt DiBenedetto.
And you saw that spin by the 38, no caution out. Back to Chandler Smith, though. He said the oil temp had reached over.
So Chandler Smith is going behind the wall.
We asked crew chief Jeff Mendering if there was concern after we saw an engine change on the 20, an engine change on the 18.
Oh, well, there's debris on the track, so that will be a caution.
Concerned, he made some phone calls. So this is the third JGR engine issue we've seen this
Caution.
weekend.
So that's the first caution of the day. Debris on the track.
Rare do we see engine issues in 3 out of the same organization. You can see the frustrations. We see damage on the 26. Sage Karam also spent a long day for those guys on the 26 team. They had an issue at practice. Now another bit of an issue. We have the 38. That's an odd spot. Kind of turn 3. It's defined as a corner, but it's kind of just more of a kink in the straight.
That means we get another restart.
You see a long They'll lock up the right front, right there, Sieg's car. And then we showed you Karen with a flat tire.
All right, Steve, strategy-wise, only 8 laps. We're on lap 8 here. A little bit too early as far as fuel's concerned.
Oh yeah, you can't pit now.
I think the goal of this entire thing is to only pit once. There are a couple different ways you consume this. You could pit now to just keep more fuel in the car. And if you're in the back half of the field, that seems to make sense. But if we focus on the leaders, they're getting one trip down pit road. Now, when that trip comes is going to be the magic question, and I can make a good argument for 2 or 3 different time frames. But right now, the biggest thing is let your driver catch your breath. How's our car? What do I need? Can I help you? It has been quite the start to this race.
Sheldon Creed made his way all the way up to 13th before that caution came out there.
Everybody comes onto pit road here. AJ Allmendinger running in the 8th spot right now. We're on board with him. This will be an opportunity. They come back by right here to enter pit road. And the top 2 are staying out on the racetrack. NASCAR racing in the streets of Chicago. Such a rich history of great sports teams. And NASCAR adding their name to that list.
This is the make or break moment. Not just for the day, but for the years to come. This is where a race isn't just about the race. It's about the doors it can open.
That kid is amazing.
The number of fans wearing your number. This is the chance to carve your name into the history books. This is the NASCAR Xfinity Series.
I was literally told I wouldn't be able to walk as a kid. You keep working on your dreams. There's nothing holding you back.
What's Vance Walker gonna do for an encore?
I'm coming for that title.
American Ninja Warrior, Monday on NBC and Peacock.
A Toyota certified used from Burdick Toyota is a really smart buy. Choose a Toyota certified used Corolla, Camry, RAV4, Highlander, or Tacoma, including hybrid models. Then get today's best APR rate at Burdick Toyota in Cicero.
From the day we're born, having someone care for us is crucial to our health and well-being. At Syracuse Community Health, caring is what drives everything we do. Taking care of your overall health, caring for your kids, caring for your mental health, and yes, even taking care of your smile. Caring for you and your family is what we do, and our diverse team of experts are here for you with affordable, equitable, high-quality health care all in one place. Syracuse Community Health. Healthy happens here.
At Romano Ford, we get it. You're busy. Let our new mobile service van come to you. Scheduling maintenance or recall work on your Ford might not seem like a priority, but skipping it could lead to problems. With the Romano Ford mobile service van, certified Ford techs can do oil changes, tire rotations, recall work, and more from where you are. Manage a small or large fleet? The service van even comes to your business. Call Romano Ford to schedule the Ford mobile service van.
At Burdick Toyota, all of our hand-picked pre-owned Toyota models offer terrific value for the money, and so do our other carefully chosen used rides. Find better used every day at Burdick Toyota in Cicero. Shop BurdickToyota.com.
The I-Team
is your team.
Working for you.
NBC Sports coverage of NASCAR is brought to you by Toyota. Let's go places. Credit One Bank. NASCAR American Express car. And by Liberty Mutual Insurance. Only pay for what you need. Some clouds over the city now, and nothing like a year ago when they opened up. And it was one of the worst rains Chicago had ever experienced. Shortened the Xfinity Series race, but we don't have those issues today. It's a beautiful sunny day to be in the park. Van Gisbergen is out in front, and Larson holding on to the second spot. Van Gisbergen has been out there for 5 laps, and Larson has been up front for 3. This has been a fun show just between those two.
Thankful they're both in the race. If it was only one of them, it might be a runaway, but the two of them, it's a heck of a race.
It's an event because it's not only racing, the chain smokers, as well as numerous other acts, Keith Urban being one. The Black Keys, they'll be performing also. And Lauren Elena, so much talent on the stage here in Chicago.
COPD hasn't been pretty. It's tough to breathe and tough to keep wondering if this is as good as it gets. But Trelegy has shown me that there's still beauty and breath to be had. Because with 3 medicines in 1 inhaler, Trelegy keeps my airways open and prevents future flare-ups. And with 1 dose a day, Trelegy improves lung function, so I can breathe more freely all day and night.
Trelegy won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Do not take Trelegy more than prescribed. Trelegy may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur.
Ask your doctor about once daily Trelegy for COPD, because breathing should be beautiful.
Kind of feels like everyone's trying to copy the $5 biggie bag. So how can you spot a knockoff? It won't taste like Wendy's. This job is easy. When the deal is as fresh as the meal, gotta be Wendy's.
Gotta be fresh. You know, when I take the bike out like this, all my stresses just melt away.
I hear that. This bad boy can fix anything.
Yeah, tough day at work. Nice cruiser sorts you right out.
When I'm riding, I'm not even thinking about my painful cavity.
Oh, you shouldn't ignore that.
And every time I get stressed about having to pay my bills, I just hop on the bike, man.
Oh, come on, man. You gotta pay your bills.
You don't have to worry about anything when you're protected by America's #1 motorcycle insurer.
Well, you definitely do. Those things aren't related, so...
Whoa, that is a vibrating pain. Pizza Hut, you owe Chicago an apology.
Deep dishes for tour. Tavern-style pizza is our thing. You just had to tell America about our thin, crispy crust.
Try any of our large Chicago tavern-style recipes for just $12 each. Sorry, Chicago. No one out Pizza's the Hut.
Pretty sure Chicago
The
does.
artistic landmarks right here in Grant Park. That is Buckingham Fountain. Built in 1927, Rococo-style fountain. Dedicated then in 1927, operational between May and October. Obviously, it gets very cold here in Chicago, but every 20 minutes there is a water show every hour. And so what a great backdrop we have for the Peacock Pit Box. And Brad Doherty, Bill Jarrett, they were down there for the pre-race show. We'll see them.
Last time I saw Brad
this weekend,
he was on a sprint to the pizza place.
No, they deliver it to him.
I don't think that was enough.
They deliver pizza to Brad.
I don't know if that was enough.
We're riding along with the WT.com WeatherTech onboard of Van Gisbergen. Okay, this has already been an amazing battle. We'll see if now that the tires have cooled off a little
Alrighty.
bit, these guys have caught their breath. How intense
Back green.
will it be? Once again, it'll be a race into turn number 1. We'll see how hard they get on the brakes. Van Gisbergen again shooting out front. He's got Larson behind him, but Larson will try to outbrake him. Van Gisbergen.
Oh my God.
Inside, but Larson once again dives it into one.
Side by side for the lead.
Oh shit! Whoa, they are racing insane, dude.
Back to the inside and back to the lead. Downhill into turn 2. It's SVG Larson and a side-by-side battle for third. That's Ty Gibbs to the right in the black number 19, racing the 88 with Connor Mosack.
This is insane.
Third spot. Meanwhile, battle for the lead heats up once again.
Oh! Oh my God.
Side-by-side still for the lead. Close quarters racing for the lead. Larson in the 17 inside of Van Gisbergen in the 97. A literal drag race to the entrance of 6. Larson's got the preferred line. He tries to lock it down and block the crossover from SVG out of turn 6. It is absolutely amazing how much speed they're able to carry the corner entry without locking up the front tires or wheel hopping the rear axle. Both drivers on maximum push right now. Track position is key, they know it. Now Larson trying to step up his road course racing, and to do it, this is the guy you gotta beat. So far, he's answered the call.
SVG chasing after Larson as they come back up the hill and head into turn 12. That was the first time we've seen him trade a little paint. They're getting a little rougher out there on the racetrack now, but Larson has pulled away to a car length lead over SVG, and that's the front.
Someone's around. Josh Bilicki's around. No caution. He looks like he's getting turned around, and he'll keep going. That was Josh Bilicki who just spun around.
You see right here, just loses it. Kind of couldn't tell if there was help from behind, but the 92 goes around. Looked like the 11 of Williams was just behind him. I think the 11 might have helped him around. A little contact in the rear bumper. Nice work by everyone, but you see right there, heavy damage. I couldn't tell. Oh, there it is, Jeremy Clements. I was wondering if it was the 51. I think that's going to be the end of the day. They're going to work on the hood clearance, but cooling is going to be a major issue. So now it's just get back on the racetrack. And back on the racetrack, you see right here, A.J. Allmendinger. It's been a quiet practice, but he's up to 6. I think he sees that battle at the front. He wants to get in the middle of it.
A.J. Allmendinger, one of the very best road racers our series and the Xfinity series has ever seen.
We got 11 people in here right now. I appreciate you guys.
He's going to be pushing all that he's got. Good start of the race, getting some track position back. But this battle rages on up front.
Still a car length separating the top 2 with Ben Gisbergen.
And everything we talked about all weekend, give, take, concede. These two haven't listened. This is an absolute battle that fans are getting a great show, and I agree with what Jeff said. I think this is part of a mindset for Larson. Attack, attack, attack. Remember, points tomorrow matter, but they don't really today. This is about experience and laps.
Just watching Kyle Larson and Shane Van Gisbergen battle for the lead. Normally when a driver gets the lead, he likes to get out of dodge and get away, but the problem is...
Oh, the 7 of Allgaier's around.
...to shake each other.
That's a cool paint scheme for Allgaier.
Mike, the plan was to pit this time.
Is that his paint scheme that he was supposed to be using? I'm pretty sure it wasn't, because his car wrecked in qualifying. Like the name on the... Like he doesn't even have his name on the front of his car.
And so that's what they're doing here. He was running 24th before the spin, and they come to
Because I think he wrecked in qualifying. He might have went to a backup and only had a limited time. Oh, there goes Riley Herbst. Fuck Riley Herbst. He's actually got some damage, but he's gonna... Yeah, he's got damage.
You mentioned off the nose of Sheldon Creed. Remember Sheldon Creed, John Hunter Nemechek, they started at the back of the field, and already they've made it up into the teens, where Sheldon Creed running in the 13th spot.
That was kind of a dumb re-entry by Herbst.
Before he got turned. Let's take another look at what happens.
This is a couple turn. Oh, there you go. So that is exiting turn 2. The 98 kind of runs Creed into the wall. And I don't think Creed loves this at all, because the 98 was absolutely not clear. He needed to leave Creed an outside lane. And I think Creed comes down in here and says, if you're going to junk my day, I'm going to junk your day. Sends the 98 into turn 4. Luckily, the 98 doesn't get into the tires. And then we heard the 7 coming to pit road. It's a very tough pit road entry. And you see, really, no harm, no foul. The driver coming just doesn't know he's pitting. It's a real hard right-hand corner. You see contact of the nose. I want to say that was the 39. Couldn't quite make out the number. Yeah, 39. There you go. So he gets spun around. A strategy call by the 7.
Oh, yeah. Allgaier got spun around on the entrance to pit road.
Had to find something to do. Pit now and see if you can get lucky with yellows while these two continue to battle up front, Mike.
Here they come out of 5. Again, battle for the lead. Larson had gotten away by about 4 or 5 car lengths. SVG right on his back bumper. Racing down Columbus Drive, heading into turn 6. The left-hander, Larson, SVG, 2-car breakaway. SVG going to go a little wide. Van Gisbergen on 97, trying to come to the inside. Could not find the room he needed to make that pass.
Only 2 laps to go before the end of this stage. You do not want to give up track position. You can see they've driven away from third place Ty Gibbs. And he is driven away from Connor Bozak. But this battle is so much fun. Shane is trying to find the opening. Where is this 17-car weak? Where can I take advantage? Right there, you can see he's got great center of the corner speed.
2 car lengths separate the 2 when they come to turn 12 and back on the front stretch. It'll be one more time around for the top 2, and this battle continues as they throw punches.
So it's the final lap of the stage.
Stage 1, it's still Larson out front.
Of course, you mentioned a moment ago, Larson's not racing for points. SVG is. Well, he's got the opportunity to get backstage points and a playoff point. But he's got to get it around Kyle Larson to do it. They exit turn 2. Battle for the lead is on Lakeshore Drive.
This is where it's all kind of shook out. The last few laps, these two have tried to battle. Larson got a good launch off of turn number 2, smoothly through 3. Van Gisbergen not close enough to challenge, this time into 4. Larson a small bobble, bumps the right side wall. SVG a good run through 4. Sets up nicely for the exit of 5. He'll pull driver's right, race for the lead down Columbus Drive.
Here comes Van Gisbergen again, driver's right to the outside down Columbus Drive. Who's going to lift and who's going to get here first? Larson's got the preferred lane on the inside of the 97, not lifting. Gonna run him hard. Side by side at a 6-minute downhill to 7.
Now SVG has the preferred lane. He's on the right hand. Larson is not going to be able to run side by side through there. It is just too tight. Only one more opportunity for Larson to take this position back. But SVG is going to have to make a mistake to do it. You can see he's driving away just a little bit.
Yeah, I think SVG's got the stage.
To make a move.
And Bagman, a great point you brought up. A playoff point is out there for SVG, who's running full-time in the Xfinity Series. He's already locked himself into the playoffs, but every playoff point he can gain, that puts him...
And SVG is going to win stage 1 at the Chicago Street Course.
Already his second stage win this year. First one came at Sonoma.
And I will be right back in just a few minutes. I'm going to go smoke.
Parker Kligerman rounding out the top 10 in stage 1. It's almost like fighter jets working their way through the streets of Chicago between Larson and Van Gisbergen.
You don't have to be in the race to be in the race. The NASCAR Powerball Playoff is back.
The 58 is going to win in Phoenix.
Enter now for your chance to win a VIP trip for 2 to the NASCAR Cup Series Championship race at the Phoenix Raceway, with the grand prize winner taking home $1 million. The race for the million is on. Powerball, the official lottery game of NASCAR, and home to the NASCAR Powerball Playoff.
Kinda feels like everyone's trying to copy the $5 biggie bag. So how can you spot a knockoff? It won't taste like Wendy's. This job is easy. When the deal is as fresh as the meal, gotta be Wendy's.
Gotta be fresh.
The more love we give,
I love you. Bye.
the more love we feel. The more love we feel, the more heart stickers we stick.
I love you. I love you too.
The more heart stickers we stick, the more rainbows we puke.
I love you. I love you.
The more rainbows we puke, the more hard candies we embody. The more hard candies we embody, the more grandmas we charm. The more grandmas we charm, the more cat owls we meow hoot. The more cat owls we meow hoot, the more oranges we anthropomorphize.
I love you. I love you.
The more oranges we anthropomorphize, the more deer we become.
I love you. I love you too.
The more deer we become, the more friends we find. The more friends we find, the more our friends find us. The more our friends find us, the more love we feel. The more love we feel, the more love we give.
This is a trusted space.
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 Life is of little value in Rome, living in the shadow of the rich and powerful. But all of this is about to change.
Nothing is more important than protecting our beloved Rome. The moment is upon us. Kill or be killed.
There's a difference between a great golf setting and a setting for great golf. Unbelievable. This isn't just the Open. It's golf, as it's meant to be. The Open Championship on NBC, USA, and Peacock. Part of the greatest summer of golf.
NBC NBC Sports coverage of NASCAR is brought to you by Progressive. Save when you bundle motorcycle, RV, and boat insurance. Visit Progressive.com. Ashley, for the love of home, shop in-store and online. And by Toyota. Let's go places. Today's aerial coverage is brought to you by Shady Rays. What a beautiful view. Looking from above Lake Michigan back to the park. And right there, off of turn 4, is the Field Museum of Natural History. This is the home to Sue, who is one of the best preserved T-Rex skeletons that has ever been unearthed. Opened back in 1921. Get a few updates from pit road, and we'll start with you, Marty, in the 21.
At this stage, one caution, Rick. We do expect the leaders to come down pit road, but a few moments before they actually hit pit road, that pit stop cannot come soon enough for Austin Hill. The Chandler Smith engine that let go early in the race let go right in front of Austin Hill, so his windshield is caked with oil. He's also having some braking issues, Kim. He said, I'm going to have to do something different. Our wheel hop is getting so bad here.
Well, Marty, Parker Clearman has finished top 10 in the last 9 road course starts, the longest active streak that he's trying to keep alive today. Started from the rear after an engine change, made it all the way to the top 10 to earn a stage point during that first stage. Right now, he says the car is good, a little tight in the center and slow corners. Dave, he just needs clean air. He said he got bogged down in traffic.
What an amazing battle we've been watching at the front of the pack. And everything's relative, right? So Shane Van Gisbergen, who's led 9 laps, and Kyle Larson, who's led 7. Yeah, they have complaints about their race cars. Van Gisbergen says he wants a little bit more turn in his car. Larson says, are you kidding me? He's so much faster than I am. And then he just adds a little adjustment to that. So it's been fun to watch. They're pretty equal on laps. Now we'll see how they do on pit road, guys.
Back into the team's hand. And look at Parker here.
Yeah, had to start the back after an engine change, and this pass matters because that got him up to 10th, which will score him a point at the end of the stage. Now pit road here, right around the corner and also backwards. Driver away from pit wall is just a little unique. We see front 2 stay out. I thought we'd see all the leaders pit. We see a wave of cars behind them. This is a split decision, Marty.
That was an interesting move with Cole Custer literally passing Ty Gibbs on pit road, who came in 3rd in the first car on pit road. We'll have to see if Custer gets a speeding penalty right here. For Custer, he said his car is extremely loose, but he was able to work his way up through the field. Meanwhile, Ty Gibbs had a front row seat for that SVG Kyle Larson battle. He said his car was a little bit too free on exit of the corners. He needs drive off, but he told the guys, keep the adjustment small. Steve, are you surprised those 2 leaders stayed out right here?
I'm very surprised, as now we see a bunch of issues. A slow stop on the 00, a slow stop on the 19, a disaster on the 19. He's going to lose a ton of spots. And this was shocking, Rick. I don't know if the 19 wasn't on his lights, but the 00 feels pretty confident about his speed. A lot to unpack when we return to Chicago.
The more love we give, the more love we feel. The more love we feel, the more rainbows we puke. The more rainbows we puke, the more oranges we anthropomorphize. The more oranges we anthropomorphize, the more deer we become. The more deer we become, the more friends we find. The more friends we find, the more our friends find us. The more our friends find us, the more love we feel. The more love we feel, the more love we give.
If this is your idea of ladylike, you're gonna fit right in. Join us at Toyota Racing.
When we're young, we're told anything is possible, but only a few of us go out and prove it. Witness the greatness of Anna Hall on a connection worthy of gold. Xfinity Mobile. Only Xfinity gives you the most powerful mobile Wi-Fi network with speeds up to a gig in millions of locations. And right now, Xfinity Internet customers can buy 1 unlimited line and get 1 free for a year. Get the fastest connection to Paris.
Custer to the rear. Wow. Cole Custer just got sent to the rear for passing On pit road on the inside? Pass can only be done on the outside? What the hell? That's stupid. That is stupid. What's up, Jaden? If you're still here.
So many cars making their way onto pit road, and Cole Custer, you see him in the 00 stop because of an incident on pit road, Steve.
So passing, you're allowed to pass leaving pit road, but coming into your pit stall, you have to stay single file. Right here,
it was raining outside.
Too slow, the 00 goes to his left.
I didn't get that wet because I stood under my garage overhang. But it was raining kind of hard.
But it is technically illegal, Jeff, to pass.
Ty was slow entering pit road. He passed Custer. I guess that was a penalty. Well, Custer got the penalty because he passed on the outside on pit road. Or no, he passed. He passed on the inside. He can only pass on the outside, which is dumb.
I thought I could pass to the left. They're telling him that's only if the driver commits to his pit box. That's when you can.
I'd never heard of that.
Yeah, I mean, the night team
is that only a thing here? Even if it is, I haven't heard of that either. Like, all right, back green.
Here we go. The race is on. Side by side for the lead as they come back to the green flag. It's Larson on the inside coming into turn number 1. Van Gisbergen.
Man, this race has been so great.
Here's Larson. He'll get the advantage by opening up the inside line on the end of the front straightaway. So Larson away with the lead in the 17. SVG in second. New contender in third. Everybody, A.J. Allmendinger has arrived on the scene in this battle for the lead.
Connor Mosack is there in the 4th spot as well. Battle for 5th behind them. Sammy Smith and a few other cars all racing down Lakeshore Drive into turn 3 and 4. SVG still trailing Kyle Larson with A.J. Allmendinger behind him in the 3rd spot.
Watching them battling further back at the pack. Parker Kligerman.
Do you know AJ's Cup qualifying? Do you know why AJ's Cup qualifying lap is slow? No, I don't. Where is he starting? He's starting last, or?
Everybody now in double wide formation mid-pack. At least a couple are. You've got Sam Mayer on the move right there in the 1 to the inside of Parker Kligerman. Justin Allgaier in the 7. A big gaggle of cars.
Like 33rd.
You can see how unique this street course is. Most street courses are slow. They do not have long straights.
Probably Colleague.
Has some extremely fast sections, but then they lead to very narrow and very slow sections. So you've got to try to get track position when you can, and then do this. Try to outbrake the guy to these tight corners. Contact. That's right underneath me.
Got into the side of that 31 and sent Parker Retzlaff almost into the wall. We see the 7 of AJ, or excuse me, Allgaier. Allgaier has made his way back up into the top 10. Remember, he came to pit road on lap 13.
There's some guy like hiding in the bushes I saw on camera. I think I saw that too. I think I saw it earlier. It's like on one of the straightaways.
27 spots. Sheldon Creed, 23.
Bushes are like right up next to the.
Josh Williams and Parker Kligerman also gaining teams in the lap department. 3 wide now on the streets.
To the fence.
Sam Mayer in the 1. And Parker Kligerman's going to follow him. Again, that's making their way into turn number 4 now. And right underneath you, Dylan.
They are. They're racing for the 14th, 15th spot on that.
Right now, it looks like the first time where like somebody's actually kind of pulled away from the lead. Larson's almost a half a second ahead of SVG. I wouldn't say that's pulled away, but somewhat. Well, now here comes SVG back. He's back to the bumper.
Doing a really good job keeping pace. I didn't think he would be able to do that with as much damage as he has, but he is going to be pushing hard. He said before the race, full stand effort today, and he's done it. Got all that track position back, got the wreck, but he is not done fighting.
Battle for the lead. Here comes Van Gisbergen. He goes to what will be the outside as they go to turn number 1.
Jesus Christ.
Once again, a drag race down the front stretch into 1.
Fans are getting their money's worth here in Chicago today, watching this battle back and forth between Larson and Van Gisbergen. Here comes the crossover again. Van Gisbergen out of position into 2, but he'll try to cut to the inside in turn 2, but he won't be able to get it done at least for now.
And here's SVG. He is so good about just putting his car exactly where he needs it to be when it's going to be most efficient for him to make a pass.
AJ is actually 37.
Drivers right into turn number 4. Nose to tail as they bobble over that pavement transition. They'll stay single file through 5. This is where
Shane Van Gisbergen, not for long. He'll break ranks, rumble out of the pocket, pull to the outside, driver's right. Larson's got lane preference into 6. He'll cover it. Van Gisbergen again did not complete the crossover in this ongoing battle for the lead.
What a treat we are watching. Two of the best in the world going at it. It doesn't surprise me that they're going at it this hard. The question is, can they do it the entire race? These guys are great race car drivers, but can you take the fight lap after lap like this? Lap 21 of 50, we're not even halfway yet, and they have been in a battle from lap 1.
You see the names on the list on the left side. A.J. Allmendinger, he's the winningest as far as Xfinity Series road course races go at 11. But Larson and Shane Van Gisbergen, 2 towards the bottom of that list. Van Gisbergen's 2 have come this season. He's looking for number 3. But again, nose to tail in 1.
Larson's got the lead covered for now. Van Gisbergen's going to get a look, and he's going to take a peek. Nothing there. Can't find the real estate he needs. He's going to look again. This is the right-hander. Turn 2. Lakeshore Drive now has Larson and Van Gisbergen.
Damn. They're just literally going to be on their bumper for the battling for the lead this entire race.
Larson able to get through the gears and get the power down just that much better. Has enough of a gap that SVG won't be able to challenge through 4, but he's right on the back bumper of Kyle Larson. Through 5, nose to tail again. Will he look outside? Not this time. And Shane Van Gisbergen in a full court press on that Kyle Larson back bumper. Here they come now, setting up for 6. A.J. Allmendinger's faded by about 2 car lengths. So right now it's all Larson, it's all Van Gisbergen. 1 and 2 for the lead as they race across the train tracks downhill to Michigan Avenue.
As much fun as we're having watching it, they're having doing it. This is what you want as a race car driver. You want to be challenged by the very best, and these 2 are it. So the question is, how can I get by him? What do I have to do? I have to find a way to be a little better in certain parts of the racetrack. Those small changes the driver can make, that will determine if he can get by Kyle Larson or not.
Well, as this battle rages on, look on the left-hand side. The leaders have yet to come to pit road, so they're probably 5 laps away. I look at Austin Hill, Allgaier, Love, Mayer.
SVG needs to spin Larson. No, this is good.
If they can stretch your
They need to keep racing like this.
tall task for the leaders to recover on their strategy, Marty.
Steve, I just checked in with the Indy Street, the crew chief for Austin Hill, who sits in 6 right now, and he did say, I could use a caution for a little insurance, but yes, I feel like we can make it to the very end. So when they finally do pit, Steve, with Larson and Van Gisbergen, they're going to be behind all of those cars that pitted at least at lap 17.
Oh, if you think this battle is spectacular now, wait for it's this same battle when they try to pass the 25 cars that stay on the racetrack.
So battling one against the other, they might not be looking at big picture right now. Larson and Van Gisbergen, 1 and 2.
Let's review. We're not going to talk about traffic or weather. If anyone brings up lawn care, I will handle it. Hosting can be extremely difficult for young homeowners turning into their parents.
Ooh, are you done with this? I'll just take that.
Okay. He's still drinking.
Caution! Oh, AJ Allmendinger into the tire barrier.
Let's try again. You wouldn't mind?
Caution is out.
You can either take it off or I'll take it off. Yeah.
Progressive can't protect you from becoming your parents, but we can protect your home and auto when you bundle with us.
In turn 6.
At Cracker Barrel, we're putting a little sting in every bite of our fried chicken. But our new sweet heat sauce will have you saying, ooh, not ow. What are you waiting for? Buzz on in and try it. And now, get here early for deals on dinner classics.
From the minute I made that first call to National Debt Relief, I felt immediate relief.
They treated me like a real person.
Yeah, it was AJ Allmendinger went to the tire barrier.
Working with me.
You can get out of
Bam.
debt, and I'm living proof.
Visit nationaldebtrelief.com to get started.
When we're young, we're told anything is possible, but only a few of us go out and prove it. Witness the greatness of Anna Hall on a connection worthy of gold. Xfinity Mobile. Only Xfinity gives you the most powerful mobile Wi-Fi network with speeds up to a gig in millions of locations. And right now, Xfinity
Yeah, not a good weekend so far for
buy
AJ.
one unlimited line and get 1 free for a year. Get the fastest connection to Paris with Xfinity.
It's so easy to get your windshield replaced using SafeLight. Tell the people why you haven't done it. Started off as a chip, and it just keeps going. So what do we do now? I've scheduled an appointment at SafeLight.com.
SafeLight Repair.
SafeLight Replace.
Yes!
SafeLight Repair, SafeLight Replace.
Looking
for a reason to try the new $5 meal deal at McDonald's? Here's 1, 2, 3.
I thought it was weird that they had the Cubs game at home,
That's everything you get with the new
like,
$5
this
meal
weekend.
deal at
I think that's weird.
McDonald's.
You'd think they'd be away.
To the action on the track. There's something for everyone at Michigan International Speedway. The flag will be flying all weekend long, with free races and endless opportunities for a good time. Family-friendly entertainment meets race fans need for speed from sun up to sun.
The White Sox are away.
Summer with a bang. And discover why a Nascar race in Michigan is anything but slow. Get your tickets today at MISpeedway.
Red Sox lost to the Yankees 14-4,
And in the
which fucking sucks.
their skills on the green.
It like happened so suddenly, kind of for me. Well, not really suddenly, but like I had just checked a while ago and it said the Red Sox took the lead 4-3, and then I checked like an hour later and the Yankees were winning 14-4.
AJ Allmendinger make a mistake on
Fucking bullshit.
Yeah, listen. Wheel hop, under braking, just trying to keep up with the 2 leaders, pushing, corner entry, the rear tire starts skipping across the asphalt, loses control. Corner entry is AJ Allmendinger's signature. That is
We
why
beat the
he's
Yankees
so
last
good at the
night, and
road
then
courses. This just
fucking
reassures
today
us
was just
how
stupid.
impressive Jeff that 17 and 97 are out there leading. Yeah, it
I watched a
really is.
tiny
It
bit of
shows
it at the
you
beginning,
competitive
but
fire of an AJ Allmendinger. Hey man, I want to get in this battle, overstep his bounds a little
Not
bit,
much
but
of
that's
it.
what you expect of a race car driver, right? Operate on the edge of grip, trying to chase those 2 guys down. I mean, 15 Xfinity road course wins among those top 3, and AJ Allmendinger wants to be the guy that they're all chasing, just push a little bit too hard.
Rear wheel hopped all the way in the corner.
Thank you. All right, so pits are open now. And this is super interesting, right? I think Larson, SVG, Mozak, they all have to come to pit road. And that's a great time, right? You can split the race up kind of in the middle. The question is, all those other guys that pitted around lap 17, how many will come to pit road? How far back will the 17 and the 97 fall in this pit cycle? I think that will really shift kind of the, whether this strategy works or not is what everyone else does. As you see the 21 other cars stay left. Dave.
Kyle Larson in the 17 described his car as the rear end is a little bit swingy. And so crew chief Greg Ives said, we'll give you air pressure and track bar adjustment fairly aggressive to help that. As you're seeing Ben Gisberg, and he wants that front turn better. Their team is supplied by Trackhouse Racing, and the Hendrick pit crew from Chase Elliott's car pits the 17.
There were a few that came a little further back, but in the end, this caution by Allmendinger brings the leaders onto pit road.
With the price of just about everything inflating these days, you may wonder why Mint is deflating the price of Mint Unlimited from $30 a month to just $15 a month. Well, it's easy.
These guys have nothing
You
on
know,
me.
a great price on a great product.
Jaden, you think you're a better
One of those
racer than
things.
everyone in the Xfinity series?
Does Big Wireless really believe that these things actually work?
This one will never see the light of day. All right.
Kinda feels like everyone's trying to copy the $5 biggie bag. So how can you spot a knockoff? It won't taste like Wendy's. This job is easy. When the deal is as fresh as the meal, gotta be Wendy's.
Gotta be fresh.
Welcome back to Chicago. Great street race so far, Brett. What a show these guys are putting on up front for these fans.
Oh man, SVG and Kyle Larson and AJ was starting to work his way into that conversation. And but I like the fact that we've got to, they come down pit road, reshuffles the field. Now we get to watch these guys charge up through the field. That's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, not only racing each other, but they're going to have to race the other competitors getting by that. Who gets back to the front first? Gonna be
Yeah,
interesting, guys.
Jaden is apparently like the best in the world on NASCAR Arcade Rush. Apparently, so he thinks he's better than all the Xfinity guys.
Yeah, I don't think it's a question of can they. The question is will they. Right? I think the answer to can they is yes. I think they're fast enough. The question is, will they be able to work through traffic without an issue, Marty?
Steve, just as things started to work out for Austin Hill, who sits there on the front row, is there an issue now on the 21? Listen in.
Can you hear me now? Austin, you guys got there. Row started to tall all the way down.
I mean, you are the best in the world, I guess.
Just so y'all know, I never heard anything. I heard.
So just as a note, Austin Hill cannot hear his team on the backstretch. He can only hear them here on the front stretch, Rick.
Yeah, Jaden, go get one of those Xfinity cars. Let's see it. Let's see how you do. Let's see it.
They're really important to kind of get those communication and the handoff points. When is it my job or your job to spot the race car?
And Lakeshore Drive, that's backstretch more or less here, and so that's a long ways away from pit road. But it's also been the hectic area.
Green flag.
Number 4. Back up through the gears they go, and onto the front stretch. New leaders.
We got new leaders now.
Austin Hill. The green flag back in the air. Sammy Smith has the advantage into 1.
New players at the front of the field.
Here comes Austin Hill, takes the lead.
Up the inside lane. He'll slide through. He'll grab the lead in the 21. Sammy Smith in the 8, trying to protect second. He'll do a good job of that as they turn right on the Lakeshore Drive, racing for the lead and spots on back.
Jesse Love in the 2 car moves into the 3rd spot. Justin Allgaier trying to fend off his Junior Motorsports teammate for 4th as they all race down Lakeshore Drive.
Larson's in 15th, SVG's in 19th.
Single file, 1 through 5. Here's Sheldon Creed to the inside of Parker Quickerman further back.
Out of turn number 5 onto Columbus Drive. You got Sammy Smith there. You got others stacked up. Sam Mayer into 1. That's that single file conga line from second on back. And as Austin Hill starts to open up his lead by a couple of car lengths.
Woo!
Turn 6 with Logano dive bombing, trying to pick up a spot, headed down to 7.
Gucci put me in position by getting me earlier. I've got to do my job. I cannot give those spots up. You can see Larson working his way. He has separated himself from Shane Van Gisbergen by about 3 cars. That is big. If he can continue to do that, he can get to the front and maybe put SVG in a position where he can never catch him back up.
Larson and SVG restarted 17th and 20th respectively, right along with the WeatherTech onboard of Van Gisbergen. And back into turn number 12, but those two are now in 16th and 18th. So everyone's chasing after Austin Hill now here.
And he is trying to get away. Everybody lined up behind them for the back. Here's Larson trying a 3-wide move. Gonna make it work to the inside. He and Logano lean on each other in 1. Contact off the end of the front straightaway, and they're still side by side. A couple of the drivers that'll race tomorrow, doing battle today on Lakeshore Drive right now.
And this is the race for the 10th spot. And Larson is trying to move past into as he can get by Logano here as they race down Lakeshore Drive through turn 3. Larson, the unfavorable outside line here in this part of the racetrack. He'll clear Logano. So
Larson's around Logano.
Through turn 4. Logano back to 11. They exit 5. The 17 is on the move.
Larson wiggling there, coming out of turn number 5. Logano trying to capitalize on that. Got a lot of work to do as they race their way down Columbus. Here's Logano back again, taking a peek to the inside of Larson. Larson had the lane covered, and here comes Shane Van Gisbergen around Anthony Alfredo in the 5, trying to make his way to the front with Larson.
Shane with a good job of keeping pace. It looked like Kyle Larson was going to drive away from him. Now there's only 1 car in between them. He's not going to be able to make a pass through this section, but he'll try to outbrake Joey Logano into this right-hander, Kim.
And how about the play by crew chief Adam Wall for Sammy Smith, the only driver not to have made a stop today? He said during that last caution, it doesn't matter what the leaders do, we're sticking to our plan. Looks like it's going to be a points grab for stage 2 for Sammy Smith, who came into this race just 11 points to the good on that playoff grid. Right now, Sammy just struggling with front turn and rear drive.
Getting every point he can. Again, Sammy Smith will have to come to pit road at least once before the end of this race. And we know there will be a caution at the end of stage 2, which is 3 laps to go here in Chicago. Side by side here is Sam Mayer. Was on the outside of Sheldon Creed. They go into turn 4.
This is look at this 4-pack here. Mid 6, 7, and 8. Sam Mayer going to lose 2 spots in turn 5 as Parker Quickerman comes through as well. He follows Sheldon Creed. Ty Gibbs goes as well. Mayer goes from 5th to 8th.
On board with Ty Gibbs coming out of 5. He's trying to make up some lost ground, trying to get back to the back bumper of Parker Quickerman. That car directly in front of him. Here comes the left-hander. Turn 6. Gibbs cannot shut it down, although gain about a half a car length on corner exit.
this part of the racetrack that was downhill into turn 7. Watch as they climb this hill. Right-hander, a little bit of an elevation change. Stay as far left as possible through this loop.
Sammy Smith fell off after he left JGR. Same with Brandon Jones. Brandon Jones was never really good. He had that one race that he like beat Kyle Busch, which was honestly impressive. I won't lie. But really, other than that, he wasn't that good. I think he had like one other win. But then like he was just like not good for most of his time at JGR.
Action in turn 2 today. Damage now on the right rear quarter panel up to 1. It definitely seems to be slowing it down. His overall pace has gone away. Is now the 48 of Parker Kligerman battling with Gibbs in the 19 side by side down Lakeshore.
Fight for the 6th position, and Gibbs surging ahead now as they go to 4.
Parker from the back of the field. This is a nice drive for him. Ty Gibbs as well. He bobbled there through 4. Kligerman is all over him, tattooing the back bumper. They race for the pit spot off turn 5. Oh, Parker Kligerman giving a rat-a-tat to the back bumper. Ty Gibbs coming out of turn number 5, and now he'll flush out driver's right. Side by side off the end of Columbus Drive. Gibbs will protect the spot. Mayer opens the lane. Now it's Kligerman and Mayer wheel to wheel.
This side-by-side battle, and then behind them, you just saw SVG got by. Made the move on Larson, so now he leads that back, trying to get back to the front. On board 97, looking back at Larson. Larson's car does not seem to be as good this run.
SVG's made his way up into the 10th spot now, just in front of Larson. So as we're closing in on the final lap of stage 2, a caution will be coming out at the end of that stage, and there will be a restart. So we'll see if the pressure tires.
All right, final lap of the stage.
Guaranteed that they've got enough fuel to make it all the way to the end. Will help out the 17 and the 97 on a different strategy than a lot of the others.
So SVG is now in 10th and Larson's in 11th. So SVG is going to get a stage point, it looks like.
Further back in the pack right now, Sam Mayer peeking to the inside of Kligerman. Little wheel walk up for PK. Exiting turn 2. Everybody orderly all the way through the top 10 as they work down Lakeshore Drive.
Yeah, Ty Gibbs messed that up.
Austin Hill going by right there with a comfortable margin over Sammy Smith. Yes, he will. Justin Allgaier showing the lead. Austin Hill with the biggest lead of the entire afternoon right now as he's trying to distance himself, win this stage, and set up for the rest of the race. Here they come into 6th. The left-hander, Austin Hill's lead 5 car lengths over this tight battle behind him that is led by Sammy Smith.
Austin Hill is a good road racer. We have seen him in battles with Shane Van Gisbergen. Those two, not a lot of love lost, so he knows eventually SVG is probably going to get there, and he's going to have to step his game up when he does, but he's doing a really good job trying to get this stage win.
How aggressive will he be to try to hang on, potentially get a win on the streets of Chicago? Austin Hill is out in front, and for the final turn, he'll come back on the front stretch.
And Austin Hill is going to win stage 2 at the Chicago Street Course.
This will be his 5th lap. He gets the stage win. Sammy Smith, the only car that has not been to pit road yet, finishes 2nd.
Oh, around goes Cole Custer.
Out of turn 12.
So I'll be right back. I'm going to go smoke.
Stage 1. Stage 2, it seems like, well, it continued, but he's a little further back in the pack. Parker Kligerman roughing up the 19 of Gibbs. In the end, Austin Hill gets the win in stage 2.
I was drowning in debt.
I had over $36,000 in debt. If I would have just made the minimum payments, it would have taken me 59 years to pay off.
National Debt Relief can significantly reduce the amount you owe.
National Debt Relief reduced my debt by over $27,000.
With National Debt Relief, you have a powerful team that knows how to talk to your creditors.
National Debt Relief, they got me out of debt.
Call or visit nationaldebtrelief.com to get started.
Camry. Toyota. Let's go places.
Why is it most places ask you want to add a drink to that and never, what do you want to add to that drink? Meet Tia Saborita, our chief flavorista.
A drink is only as good as the sabores inside. It's all about finding the perfect combos for any given moment.
Like when the waiter says to enjoy your food and you said, you too.
Grape Escape when you're trying to carpe the dia. Rainbow the slush when you get the ick. Lemonade cream cooler
when you're in the market for a new babysitter.
Okay, inappropriate.
Live free. Eat Sonic.
If you want to live free, everywhere but the seat. The seat is leather.
Alan, we get it. You love your bike. We do too.
That's why we're America's #1 motorcycle insurer.
But do you have to wedge it into everything?
What? I don't do that.
This reminds me of my bike.
The Wolf was about the size of my new motorcycle. Have you seen it, by the way? Happy birthday, Grandma!
Really?
Look how the brushstrokes follow the line of the gas tank. Hey! Bravo +1. Jamie.
Who's up for a little bit of chaos? Dash of drama. A touch of temper. Who's down to take it to the streets? To bring the triangle. To hit the bricks. Who's game for a little fireworks between friends? That's a trick question. With the playoffs coming, there are no friends.
The funniest movie of the summer is now in theaters.
Good job, Junior. Let them go.
Congratulations, Despicable Me 4, rated PG. In theaters now.
Join NASCAR's free rewards program. You can earn points to turn into member-only rewards. You can earn every time you check in for a race from home or at the track. Trade points in for free tickets, exclusive gear, autographed merchandise, and one-of-a-kind race day experience. Visit NASCAR.com/fan rewards. And what a reward that has to be on the Chicago River here right in the middle of downtown. You're watching NASCAR Xfinity Series racing from Chicago. It's the Loop 110 with one stage to go. And we go to Brad Doherty and DJ. And guys, I tell you what, things are heating up for Cole Custer. It seems like he's had a little bit of an issue after his pit road incident.
Yeah, after winning last year's inaugural race in the Xfinity Series here on the streets of Chicago, it's been an interesting day. Little contact. Racing all the way to the end of the stage here, Brad.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You got the 15 Joey Logano and Cole Custer racing really hard, trying to maintain. You're trying to stay ahead of whomever you can, trying to get that track position and keep it. And it looks like Joey, Cole just got into Joey a little bit there. I don't think Joey checked up, but Cole was not happy with Joey. Thought he raced him a little bit unclean there, but it looks to me like Cole just kind of lost it trying to chase Joey, and tempers are what they are. You got to maintain that track position.
Yeah, and this is going to be interesting to see who's going to come down pit road here. Cole didn't do his tires any favor right there. Is he going to be the one setting up to hit pit road? Steve, what's your thoughts on who may be coming down, and will that be taking away any opportunity they have of winning here?
I do think that's been, to your point, DJ, for Custer. It's a real risk to stay out on those tires. We know Sammy Smith running at second will have to come to pit road. I really believe the other cars inside the top 15 or 18, they're committed to their strategy. They probably were a little outside their fuel window when they pitted, but they're riding around here slow, trying to save as much gas. We saw how much Logano saved last week in the Cup Series under caution. I think you can't quite save that much here, but you can still be efficient.
SVG is going to restart. It'll be 9th because we know Sammy Smith will make his way onto pit road and fill up with fuel. So there's the 8 making his way onto pit road.
Oh, the 7 joins him as well. I thought he was going to try to connect his pit stops, but 7 came to pit road, Dave.
Yeah, Steve, he needed the stage break caution laps plus 5 more, according to crew chief Jim Pullman. And so they just decided to come down, put the 4 fresh tires on it, put the fuel in it, and just see what he can grab back from the back of the pack, Kim.
Sammy Smith on a completely different strategy than anybody else, making his first pit stop of the day. He said he struggled at the end of the run, needs front turn and rear drive. No major changes though. It's going to be 4 fresh Goodyear tires. They don't want to come too far off with they have right now, but pit road, a lonely place, Marty. He's going to have to pass a lot of cars.
Regular season Xfinity Series points leader Cole Custer coming down pit road. A few factors playing here for Jonathan Tony, and why brought him down pit road. Number one, the spin that Brad and DJ just mentioned a moment ago. He said, I want to be on offense, so I want fresh tires to do that. But number two, they think they might have a power steering issue, Steve. So you're going to see this 4-tire stop finish up, and then they're going to go under the hood of the 00 and see if there's anything they can diagnose here to maybe get that power steering fixed for Cole Custer. And if there's an issue, maybe they can take care of it here on pit road.
Those are the Harbor Suites. They're right along the backstretch there in between Lake Michigan and Lakeshore Drive.
COPD isn't pretty. I'm out of breath and often out of the picture. But this is my story. And with one Staley Trilogy, it can still be beautiful. Because with 3 medicines and 1 inhaler, Trilogy keeps my airways open for a full 24 hours and prevents future flare-ups. Trilogy also improves lung function, so I can breathe more freely all day and night.
Trelegy won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Do not take Trelegy more than prescribed. Trelegy may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur.
Ask your doctor about one Staley Trilogy for COPD, because breathing should be beautiful all day and night.
Pepsi Pineapple is back and only available at Little Caesars. It smells delicious. Launch me, boys.
Pepsi Pineapple, please.
Available only at Little Caesars. Pizza, pizza.
There's a storm brewing. You can't predict it. You can't tame it. You gotta ride it. Because beyond every turn, every bump, every twist, there's a chance for glory. So if you feel it, ride it. I said if you feel it, ride it. Ride it. Drivers, let's ride.
Twisters, rated PG-13, in theaters July 19th, and NASCAR from Chicago, Sunday on NBC and Peacock.
That would be a cool 124 diecast.
Landmarks in Chicago. Yeah, that's looking down the Willis Tower, one of the tallest buildings in America. The tallest building here in Chicago. There's so many skyscrapers and a beautiful landscape here. The skyline, the backdrop for today's race as well as tomorrow. And the Cup Series will take center stage. A day in the park. A Saturday in the park.
Hey, listen, come for the race, stay for the concert, come for the concert, watch a race. You got a lot of options, a lot going on here at Grand Park.
Austin Hill will be up front, and he'll decide which row here shortly.
Yeah, so now it's an interesting situation, right? We're looking at 17 to go, probably 16 to go when we take the green. And the real question is, can these two right here, you see them, the 97-17 that just go through your camera, they're the class of the field speed-wise. But they were a little more conservative on the strategy. They pitted a little bit later, which means they have more fuel, a little bit fresher tires, but they give up track position. Now, I thought they would be much further back. I was wrong. More cars pitted second time around. So now they're inside the top 10. In 16 laps of racing, I believe they can get back up to the front. But that's assuming we have green flags. That assumes that they haven't run into each other or someone else or someone wrecks in front of them. It's just a risk factor, Marty. When you go back in traffic, it's higher risk than if you're the leader, say the 21 of Austin Hill.
It's been fun to watch these two up front or from the back of the field as they work their way into the top 10 now. We talked about the radio issues, Steve, for Austin Hill. NASCAR wanted to clarify, are those cleared up? Listen in.
When you come down the front stretch, I need you to say more. NASCAR's not convinced that you can hear us. Yes, Derek, I can hear you. NASCAR, I can hear them.
That's Austin Hill talking to a spotter, Derek Nealon. So, Steve, here's my question. If NASCAR wasn't convinced that Austin Hill could hear his spotters, could they have pulled them down pit road and made them change the radio or fix that situation and black flag the 21?
So I think by the rule book, they have that right. But it would surprise me. We have seen guys have radio issues. I've had that black flag my own driver. I've been at Watkins Glen with no radio communication. We're going to run out of gas. We asked NASCAR to black flag your driver. So NASCAR erring on the side of caution, making sure that the 21 had radio. Luckily for the 21, he could. He still gets to keep this track position.
So now on Columbus Drive and turning Malvo.
All right, getting ready to go back green here.
We talk a lot about the 97 to 17. I think let's not forget about that 19 of Ty Gibbs. Remember earlier in the race, he was
Jesse Love's
looked to be patient
in the
right
front
behind
row.
him.
Sheldon Creed's in the road too.
So, you know, much like those two who are trying to get position, the 19's thinking if he can get out there,
Ty Gibbs in fourth.
Kind of keep the car cooler, can he hold them off?
And right beside the 19 is Sheldon Creed. Sheldon Creed has so many second place finishes, but he is looking to get that first win. Well, today's aerial coverage is brought to you by Shady Rays.
Looks like Sheldon's got some
damage
or something.
Coverage of the Loop 110. Thanks to Shady Rays as they work their way through East Congress Plaza.
I mentioned cool air to the brakes. The 18 has cool air to the brakes because he has no fender on the right front of that. You want to keep some stuff and they'll just knock the fenders off it.
Yes. All right.
A great shot.
Here we go.
Restart on that short shoot there on Jackson.
The restart zone coming up as they crest that bridge and head back down to turn 12. Into the restart zone they go and back
green flag.
they go. Down the front stretch, Austin Hill, Jesse Love. And a fight for second is building now.
Woo!
Back into one, side by side. Austin Hill forcing the point there in the 21, the car on the right-hand side, trying to reclaim the lead over Jesse Love, his teammate. But Love will beat him to turn 2. He'll take the lead on Lakeshore Drive.
And Austin Hill in an unfavorable spot there. The outside of 2 leaves the door open for Ty Gibbs, the black and green number 19, as he goes to the right side down Lakeshore Drive and into heavy braking of turn number 4. Jesse Love away with the lead. Gibbs goes to the second spot. Hill back to third. Sheldon Creed fourth, and Sam Mayer fifth as they work off turn 5.
Everybody staking their way out of 5 onto Columbus, setting up for 6. That yellow and black car at the front, that's Jesse Love. First time he's led all afternoon. Now he's got Ty Gibbs behind him. Close quarters further back. Kyle Larson trying to squeeze his way to the inside of Kyle Larson. Can't do it now as they work their way downhill to 7.
He's trying to get behind him because that
He's had
white car,
damage.
97 of SVG, he is driven away from him. 3 cars in between them now. Kyle Larson knows if he's going to win this race, that's who he's going to have to race. And he's getting away from him. His car is not as good this run.
Big W on the hood of that WeatherTech car of Van Gisbergen, and he's running in the 6th position. Jesse Love's trying to run away from this field as Gibbs is running 2nd now, but Love, he has got a mirror full of the 19 of Gibbs as they go to 1.
Oh, got a wreck over here. Got a wreck.
Oh, caution.
Josh Balicki stopped.
Wow. The 92. That's Josh Balicki. Parker Redsloff has the hood up.
Caution comes out. So another
And the caution is out.
SVG. He's going to start a little bit closer to the front now.
Yeah, an advantage for all those guys trying to save fuel. Parker Redsloff doing a nice job of driving that thing through the side window. See, it's just a stack up. Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, it was just a stack up. 14 got some damage. 14 is Andre Castro. 26 of Sage Karam.
So narrow through there that the first time you get guys stacking up, there's no way to get
29 of fucking 29.
Yeah,
Wayne Perkins.
31. That's what made the hood come up. Probably broke the hood pin bar out of the front of that car.
Kyle Sieg in the 28. That's the black car that's right up against the tire barriers now.
Oh yeah, Kyle Sieg.
Check up.
He's doing a nice job nursing that thing back to pit road. I mean, looking out the hood vent, if you imagine, there's that square cut in the hood.
There's a lot of damage to the 26 of Sage Karam. That happened.
A lot of damage to a lot of guys in the back.
So much damage to the 14. Andre Castro. And Steve, with 15 to go, does anybody come to pit road?
Not if you want to finish where you're running. I think coming to the pit road now, tires just don't seem to be a huge value. At Sonoma, before they repaved it, or some other tracks, we see where you come get tires, but there's just so much challenge with traffic. While there are some great passing zones here, we saw, Parker Kligerman drive through the field from the back. Same thing with the 18 of Sheldon Creed. I don't think you want to go back there if you don't have to. So the leaders, I think, are all going to stay. But we have only seen the start, I think, of the pushing and the shoving.
But when the lap number winds down, the pressure, the intensity ramps up. And it'll be 14 to go when they cross the start-finish line. Jesse Love, Gibbs, Austin Hill, Sheldon Creed, Sam Mayer as pit road is
Josh
still
Bullock is out of the car.
But it was the pile-up in turn 11 that brought the caution out and the accordion effect.
It's so easy to get your windshield replaced using SafeLife. Tell the people why you haven't done it. Started off as a chip, and it just keeps going. So what do we do now? I've scheduled an appointment at SafeLife.com.
SafeLife repair.
SafeLife replace.
Yes!
SafeLife repair. SafeLife replace.
When we're young, we're told anything is possible. But only a few of us go out and prove it.
Anna Hall is chasing down history.
Witness the greatness of Anna Hall on a connection worthy of gold. Xfinity Mobile. Only Xfinity gives you the most powerful mobile Wi-Fi network with speeds up to a gig in millions of locations. And right now, Xfinity Internet customers can buy one unlimited line and get one free for a year. Get the fastest connection to Paris with Xfinity.
To try the new $5 meal deal at
That was a good minute and 43-second green flag run.
4, and the price makes 5.
So what?
That's everything you get with the new $5 meal deal at McDonald's.
Looking for a refreshing change? Say goodbye to sluggish performance and reach for the one that won't slow you down.
That's crisp.
Experience the force of clean, pure oil coursing through your engine. No matter what you drive, Wix Filters is the clear choice. Here's to filtration that works as hard as you do. Wix Premium Filters. Performance starts here.
In the heart of racing country lies a track too tough to tame. The perfect setting for the late-season drama of the Southern 500. One last chance to make a playoff push. One last chance to catch regular season racing. One last chance to plan a Labor Day weekend worth bragging about. NASCAR weekend at Darlington Raceway. Get your tickets now at darlingtonraceway.com.
There's a difference between a great golf setting and a setting for great golf. This isn't just the Open, it's golf, as it's meant to be. The Open Championship on NBC, USA, and Peacock, part of the greatest summer of golf.
NASCAR Drive, that's your live race day companion. It follows your favorite driver with their access to their in-car cameras, or you can choose from alternate camera angles to customize your streaming experience. Visit NASCAR.com/drive to download the NASCAR mobile app. There's Navy Pier. Look back toward the skyline of Chicago. Talked with DJ earlier, and they were able to experience some of the fireworks this week on this 4th of July weekend. Dave.
Well, Rick, I look around at the festival atmosphere. I think it's appropriate that a teenager leads this race, but it's not just any teenager. Jesse Love has been very impressive this year. Danny Stockton, his crew chief, has him out front. Can he stay there with all the chaos that we think is coming?
Well, again, on Jesse, he's pretty fun to work with. Having a great time this year, and I think we have a really good car. I think our strategy's working out, and we just knew that we had to have track position at the end because of the chaos that's fixing to happen. So, There's some tough company behind us, but he's doing a heck of a job, and it's just so hard to pass here that if we play our cards right, I think we can get it done today.
You okay on fuel past the scheduled distance?
Yes, sir.
All right, Marty.
Well, I'm not sure where to start with what Austin Hill and Andy Street have had to deal with today. Your driver couldn't see out of the windshield. You've had wheel hop issues. You've had radio issues. So to be sitting here in third, I mean, I guess it's not too bad, is it, Andy?
No, we've had a pretty good recovery here from all of our issues. So got a lot of confidence in Austin Hill, and I know SVG and 17 are coming behind us. So we can handle these caution laps. A few more caution laps here, I'll be happy.
There you go. So the point at this point is just to survive for the 21 car, especially with that battle that should be coming, Rick.
Right now, Austin Hill running in the third spot as we continue to enjoy the scenery here in the city of Chicago, the third largest city in the United States. And fans are getting a great show today with the Xfinity Series.
Deep breath in.
Did you know that people everywhere are recommending GoodRx?
My doctor told me about GoodRx to help us save money on our meds.
And my daughter told me about it. I take a lot of prescriptions. GoodRx helps me keep up.
My neighbor showed me the app to help me save on my kids' allergy pills.
Americans everywhere are sharing the savings.
I'm dropping off a prescription.
Another good reason to check GoodRx.
Kind of feels like everyone's trying to copy the $5 biggie bag. So how can you spot a knockoff? It won't taste like Wendy's. This job is easy. When the deal is as fresh as the meal, gotta be Wendy's.
Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's stands tall in our unwavering commitment to honoring our heroes. We extend our gratitude beyond words by proudly offering a legendary salute discount to those who protect our freedoms. Our dedication to those who selflessly serve us runs deep within our DNA. It's not just a discount, it's a commitment to making a difference. Because every day is a chance for us to say thank you. Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's. Your adventure starts here.
Pizza Hut, you owe Chicago an apology.
Deep dishes for tourists. Tavern-style pizza is our thing. You just had to tell America about our thin, crispy crust.
Try any of our large Chicago tavern-style recipes for just $12 each. Sorry, Chicago. No one out pizza's the Hut.
Just a little south of us is Soldier Field. That venue opened in 1924. It's the smallest and oldest active stadium in the NFL. And I mentioned earlier in the 50s, NASCAR had a premier division race right there inside of Soldier Field that Fireball Roberts ended up winning. Dave, SVG. So he's got 5 in front of him. Is he going to be able to get to the front?
He's come on like a fireball to the NASCAR series himself, and today, I believe he still has a car that can do it. Just checked in with his crew chief, Bruce Schlicker, and he says it's fine. It'll be fine at the end of this race. We're just waiting to watch and see what Shane can do, and that's what we've all been doing. Everyone here last year in the Cup Series, it was a Truck Series race at Indianapolis Raceway Park that spurred on the movement to get Shane over here full time. He was supposed to go Supercars racing again this year, but they moved forward and forward and forward, and late in the year they signed an agreement with Trackhouse Racing, and it included a full season in Xfinity with this group, Colleague Racing.
The scenery, the backdrop is just so cool.
Racing in the Cup Series as well.
The Cup cars are racing in the street, or not, these are Xfinity cars, but the Cup cars will be tomorrow.
What a change, Rick. Just
but NASCAR cars are racing in the streets of Chicago.
He's 35 years old, out of New Zealand. And you kind of give a perspective, okay, this is his first full-time year, and you look at a guy like Justin Allgaier, who is 38 years old,
going on.
and he's really made a career out of the Xfinity Series, racing here for over a decade.
Yeah, and SVG, you know, when he gets in really anything, whether it's, you know, over in Europe, maybe at the Bathurst, you know, over in Australia, or whether it's Daytona, at the Rolex, you know, any sort of sports car, his pace is unbelievable. What I really appreciate is he could have just cherry-picked and run road courses and been in contention to win probably every one of them. But to commit to a full schedule and to go to these ovals where he races against much younger race car drivers with less starts and laps in their career, but all of it on ovals, Shane is at a disadvantage. And I think it says a lot about a driver who has enough humility to kind of start over in a style of racing. And that's what it is for Shane when he goes to the ovals. We talk a lot about him here, But when we go to, Pocono or some of these other races, and heel self-admittedly is a little bit wide-eyed. Like, it's just between the aerodynamics and how these guys race. But it's a lot of fun when he comes to a place like this, watching his car control and just raw speed.
Let's check back in on the Peacock pit box with DJ and Brad. Brad, put the pizza down.
I did. Down in my belly. DJ, what do you think? So we're talking about Van Gisbergen. Can he get back to the front? But I'm also looking at the front. You got Sheldon Creed, you got Gibbs, you got Love, you got Mayer, you got these guys that want to win this race so badly.
Yeah.
Can they hold him off?
I hope they're paying attention. They're getting ready to get a lesson and how you do this. He's one of the best that we've seen, especially at this street racing. And the only way that he doesn't win is if the caution somehow comes out, stays out too long to where he doesn't have time to make this. But he's going to, I believe, make pretty short work of this and get himself back in the very front. He just has skills that everybody else and normal race drivers don't have.
Okay, Rick, hey DJ, pass the pizza. Back to you, Rick.
Pass the pizza up here. So once again, we'll give you a vantage point as to where everyone is around this street course. Again, in turns 1 and 6 is Mike Bagley. He's been calling the action there as they turn left onto 1 and left onto 6. And then once they go through 2, that right-hander that puts them on Lakeshore Drive, and 3, they'll head right down to Dylan Welch. And Dylan has been able to watch a lot of the action taking place in front of him. Jeff Burton over in turn 11 by the Art Institute there in Chicago. And Steve and I have been comfortably here on the front stretch as we watched him go down and race all the way into that turn 1. And Bagley, what do you think about this battle we've seen today?
Well, first of all, I want to slice of that piece that Brad's having over here. Let's get some over to turn 6. Racing-wise, I think it's going to be a great battle to the end. Chaos is getting ready to break loose, and you're not going to want to miss this. Dylan.
And Mike, over here in turn 4, I think we've had our eyes open to the fact you can run too wide through here. I would have never expected that to be the case, but Kyle Larson, Shane Van Gisbergen have proven it today. They can get back to the front, Jeff. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch them.
Yeah, it is going to be fun. They got to go through a lot of good race car drivers, though.
Well, SVG's in 6th, Larson's in 9th.
Just over 10 laps to go. It's going to get even more aggressive. Somebody's going to get a check.
I only challenge Dylan's statement that says, you can run too wide through turn 4. I would say some can run too wide through 4. I'm not sure the whole field can.
We're seeing a 2x2 again. That means a restart coming, Marty.
Rick, so how did Austin Hill go from 1st to 3rd on the last restart? This radio might explain it.
For the 2, apologies for getting into you there on that start. Sound like the 19 had pounded. Yeah, no, it wasn't that. I don't know if the 19 was pushing up when we got the restart zone, but the whole right lane just jumped the start on me, and I'm the control car, you know what I mean? That's what I'm frustrated about.
So he was mad at his teammate Jesse Love for jumping the start there, the restart in his opinion, because he was a control car. But Rick, I don't think that's the last time we're going to see contact on a restart today.
Yeah, and again, reminding you, Jesse Love and Austin Hill, they're teammates. So, running for the same organization, Richard Childress Racing.
All right, here we go.
It's Ty Gibbs, though, in the 19 who'll be on the outside of Love as they get ready for the restart here. Coming into turn 12. Into the restart zone.
Back green.
And back into the gas on the brakes, but then back into the gas again on the front stretch. Love with the advantage, but here comes that 19. Ty Gibbs, the back bumper. Can he outbrake him? No, Jesse Love's going to have the advantage in 1.
Oh, but Gibbs is all over him coming into the corner. Hard on the brakes, though. Love is away with the lead. Here's Jesse Love trying to pull away from a side-by-side battle. Ty Gibbs in the 19th going to squeeze down to the inside. Make that Austin Hill squeezing inside of Gibbs to take.
Ooh, trouble!
Racing car spun around in the back of the field at the exit of turn number 2.
No caution yet. It's Brandon Jones, or is it Brandon Jones?
Got Preston Hardis stopped as well on the monitor screen. Leaders through 4 and 5. It's RCR up front with the 2 and 21. Jesse Love and Austin Hill.
Caution.
Gibbs and Sheldon Creed 3rd and 4th.
The 50. Preston Hardis and the 9 of Brandon Jones.
Parked there in turn 12, not able to get going, and so because of that,
we might be here a while.
Get assistance to him. Hey, what's going on down there, Jeff?
Yeah, Rick, he came out of the loop and just with no power. And
good 50-second green flag run.
He could, but the car's just not running. Something's happened mechanically. There's nothing he can do.
So we did see in turn turn 2. This is entering turn 2. This little melee here, it got into the 9 of Brandon Jones.
Oh, yeah, that was just a big dive bomb. And looked like that was A.J. Allmendinger. That was 3 wide on the bottom, made contact with a whole bunch of cars. Ended up being the worst for the 9 of Brandon Jones, being on the outside. I don't think he had really anything to do with it other than receiving the contact from the inside. 16 just trying to make positions up, but pretty aggressive move for sure in 90-degree corner turn 2. You know, the other thing worth pointing out is, you know, at the front of the field, you know, Van Gisbergen, I think, was going to pass Mayer and almost had a run for a couple more spots, right? So every time the yellow comes out, it makes a difference.
Fewer laps if he wants to get to the front. It ain't going to happen, but A.J. Allmendinger aggressively through 2 and knocks the 9 around.
The 2024 Tacoma Toyota. Let's go places.
I knew I wasn't going to be able to get out of debt myself, and that's what I called National Debt Relief.
They had a plan for me. They helped me through the program. They set it up for me. I followed it, and I'm now debt-free.
Visit nationaldebtrelief.com to get started.
Phone call from the boss? Sorry. Outdoor time. It's me time. I hear that. That's why we protect all your vehicles here. But hey, nothing wrong with sticking it to the boss.
Oh, Flo, you're gonna take that? Why would that concern me? Because you're the... Aren't you the...
Huh. We never actually discussed hierarchy.
Okay, why don't we just stick to letting Dave know how much he can save when he bundles his home or auto with his boat or RV?
Wait, I thought Jamie was the boss.
It's funny because I'm not boss material.
Kind of feels like everyone's trying to copy the $5 biggie bag. So how can you spot a knockoff? It won't taste like Wendy's. This job is easy. When the deal is as fresh as the meal, gotta be Wendy's.
Fresh. You don't have to be in the race to be in the race. The NASCAR Powerball Playoff is back.
The 58 is going to win in Phoenix.
Enter now for your chance to win a VIP trip for 2 to the NASCAR Cup Series Championship race at the Phoenix Raceway, with the grand prize winner taking home $1 million. The race for the million is on. Powerball, the official lottery game of NASCAR, and home to the NASCAR Powerball Playoff.
In Chicago, we're known for our creativity.
Jaden has sent some links.
We revolutionized blues, dyed a river green, put a pickle on a hot dog for crying out loud. But this could be our best creation yet. Right on the streets of Chicago. Tomorrow on NBC and Peacock.
There's not much in sports like watching Simone Biles.
It's a piece of art.
Everybody out of their seats in the Target Center.
Put on such a show.
Simone Biles heading back to the Olympics.
Okay, it kind of sounds like a mess going on over there. What's this other link?
And take a look at that shot. Going right there under the bridge in the Chicago River. What a beautiful shot. Tomorrow on NBC and Peacock, it's NTT IndyCar Series racing from Mid-Ohio. Countdown to green at 4 o'clock, 4:30. Cup Series back in action here in the streets of Chicago. And remember, we'll be embedded with Tyler Reddick. That means that we will have a pit reporter that will be right on the pit box with that team. We'll be able to hear from the crew chief, we'll be hearing from the spotters, everybody involved. It should be great. Double-duty drivers, there are 9 of them that will be competing not only today but also tomorrow. Daniel Suarez, one of big thanks to a Chicago company here, Vanderhagen, giving us this view from Daniel Suarez.
Did you see the Justin Allgaier practice crash? I did. And I think he has a different paint scheme because of it.
On road courses.
Like, I think he went to a backup car and the paint scheme is like different.
Dave, what about
on the backup car than it was.
Illinois, born and raised, Justin Allgaier had a bad practice
Yeah,
earlier
see, that's
today.
the black car.
They used then was red.
Yeah.
They're using the backup
Yeah,
now,
here you
which
go.
is black. This is what happened. Justin said that's totally on me. This was my mistake. Then it was compounded when the car number 45 of Illinois.
Woo! I didn't see that part.
Sent them to the backup car, and so they started at the rear of the field today. They had a strategy going where they could have made their way to the front, but they failed on that. Remember, they came to pit road all by themselves. Spotter Eddie DeHaan had this question for the pit box.
They're paid on 17. They're going to go all the way. Well, and that's why I flipped the stage. I thought we would.
No, I didn't see that part. I saw the part where he spun, but I didn't see the part where he got hit.
And you're just on defense with a backup car. And
I saw the part where he hit the tire barrier, but I didn't see the part where he got hit by the other
So
fucking
Steve,
car.
Justin is one of the 3 drivers right now in contention for the regular season championship. Pullman deciding on having a good points day, which they had already had when they pitted and put him back to the rear there in their backup car. So sometimes you just got to take what you got.
Yeah, you know, he said he didn't want to be sitting out there on defense in a backup car. Look, it's already been a tough day. He knows his driver very well. Put him on offense. He's sitting 20.
See, it went to a backup car. Apparently, his backup car is not the same paint scheme.
On these next few restarts, so you got to manage the team.
The backup kind of does look cool. I won't lie.
He had a decent run in the stages, and he's just trying to find a way, you know, to get this race behind him.
Steve, premonition there when you said these next few restarts, you know that there's going to be more than one restart?
Well, I've seen nothing yet to think we're going to just drop the green and drive 9 laps to the finish. But
2x2 once again as we ride along with Toyota on board and the WeatherTech on board. So, Bagman, how about the fans around you?
Oh, Rick, we've got about 8 deep over here at the corner of turn 6. They're coming, they're going. They've been over, listen to house music and the entertainment behind them. Now they're all huddled up all the way down Columbus Drive, and they've also huddled up at the intersection here at turns 1 and 6.
Oh.
They are getting their money's worth, Rick.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it has to be so amazing to see cars on Columbus Drive going 140 miles an hour.
I thought they just didn't because they were lazy.
I've had some taxi cabs that have gone pretty fast trying to make a good fare, but nothing like what people are seeing here. As we get ready for the restart again, it will be 9 to go, actually 8 after they get the green flag for the restart. So 8 laps of racing. Is that enough for SVG, who's going to restart 5th?
It's such cool scenery, man.
That front row is Austin Hill and Jesse Love. Teammates making up row 1.
Green flag.
Through the gears they go, and onto the front stretch. Love sliding through 12. He makes the move over the clock on the 21, but it's the 2 into 1 first.
Mad scramble for second on back. Sheldon Creed of the 18 wanted to stack it 3 wide. He had to back away and let the side-by-side battle between Gibbs and the 19 and Hill and the 21 take place. Here comes Gill. Gibbs, that is, he'll root his way to the inside of Hill.
Austin Hill backsliding here. A challenge for that 3rd spot with Sheldon Creed to his inside as they work through turn 3 and come down into turn number 4. Jesse Love defending inside. Ty Gibbs is close on him. Creed moves around Austin Hill in 3rd. Top 2 nose to tail off 5.
Ty Gibbs is on a mission right now. He's trying to get the lead away from Jesse Love, couple of the newest, youngest drivers in all of NASCAR. Here is Gibbs. You're riding on board with him. He'll look to the inside. Fade driver's right. Cut back to the left. Contact further back. Austin Hill has dropped anchor. That car's not as good as it was earlier. He's just trying to hang on and protect what he has.
Things are getting even more aggressive, not only in the front, but toward the middle of the pack. You can see doors banging, guys running into each other. It's Mayweather time. Ty Gibbs, tons of pressure on the 19-year-old of Jesse Love. Ty Gibbs, a good road racer. Jesse's got his hands full. Big move right here.
SVG moves to the inside. He's trying to take 3rd away from Sheldon Creed. He's going to do it before they get to turn 12.
And that's what makes the difference. He can pass in non-traditional passing zones. That has allowed him to climb all the way back up into the top 3.
Shane Van Gisbergen across the start-finish line, making his way down to the left-hander. That is turn 1. Shane Van Gisbergen is now back to position number 3. He is trying to catch those 2 cars in front of him, in Jesse Love and Ty Gibbs. And Dylan, those 2 do not know what they have in store for him. Now that SVG's been turned loose.
Well, this must ramp up the intensity for Ty Gibbs because he probably knows that 97 is into the third spot. How aggressive does Ty get? He's looking inside. Love defends to the right side through turn 4. Ty can't do anything with it this time, but look at Shane Van Gisbergen. He has closed this gap, and it's a 3-car race up front.
It is Love, it's Gibbs, it's Van Gisbergen. This is the 3-car breakaway for the lead. Less than 7 laps to go. Gibbs is going to send it in on the high side. Can he cut over and over them the inside? No. Let's see Jesse Love back to the hammer, quicker and able to protect the lead.
Ty Gibbs blocking right there, wanted to show Jesse Love the inside and also prevent the 97 of Van Gisbergen from getting alongside him. A little bit of an offensive move and defense at the same time. This is where SVG made this move the last lap. Let's see if he can do it again. They're trying to get to the right side. Outbreak. Gibbs blocks. Sam Air to the back of SVG.
And we take a look at the Toyota driver update right now. Gibbs running in that second spot, but he has a mere full of the 97. Sam Air gets into the back of him. They slide.
Damn.
He's blocking traffic now. SVG has lost 4, 5, 6 car lengths on the top 2.
Give and take.
Someone's got damage.
That's
the one, Sam Air.
And they are rooting and gouging behind it. That's Sam Mayer in the 1, Sheldon Creed in the 18.
SVG's on a mission.
Mayer will beat him to the punch, and Kyle Larson is back in the mix.
This is a race for about 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. All those cars right there. Clearman runs in the 6th spot. Creed is 5th. We go yellow here, and we're going to have another restart.
Oh, shit.
Buried into the turn 1 tire.
Leland Honeyman.
Shield deep right there below you, Bagman.
He's got a lot of work to do to get out of that tire barrier. He has wedged his way in. And I believe that Rick, the only way he is going to be able to get out is with a wrecker. He's going to need much assistance to get out from these tire barriers.
They shut off the car. He's going to need a wrecker to pull him out. Under 6 laps to go. Wonder if they'll red flag it now, because it's going to take a little while for him to get out from under the tire barrier.
Well,
it might go to a red
like
flag.
Right front locked up, turn low, flat. Right front tire's flat. 42 along for the ride on the flat tire. Tire barrier.
Probably be a short red flag.
Softening the blow. I'm sure it was still quite a hit, but much better than the concrete barrier behind it. Let's take a look at this 97, though. You called it, Rick. Everybody's being a little bit defense, a little bit offense. Well, the 97 gets a little of a bad angle, slides. The 1 actually does a nice job of not spinning him out because he had him crossed up. That could have been the end of the day. Creed stays in the gas, kind of ping-pongs his way up there. Let's go on board, listen. Maybe he hit the inside wall. I actually think he made contact with the inside wall with the right side of the car. Let's take a look at it. Yeah, hits the inside wall, which pushes him up. You add steering wheel, the car gets loose. Sam Mayer does a nice job not junking the 97, but now watch the 18. You can't give up momentum, so he goes left. The 1 tries to defend. I'll give Sheldon Creed credit. He just kind of stayed with the momentum. That's what you have to do on this circuit.
Riding along again with SVG.
And I think the 2 leaders were disappointed the yellow came out because you had mentioned it, why he didn't lose a position. 5 or 6 car lengths gave that 19 some breathing room. But I will say, Ty Gibbs, who I don't normally label as a patient driver, is being very patient with Jesse Love because Love is running a lot of the middle of the straightaways, shallow corner inches. Now, he has every right to do that as a leader. There's nothing that says where he has to drive his race car. But if you look at racing etiquette, he is definitely a much more defensive line. And yet, Ty Gibbs, I've seen no real contact with the rear bumper of the 2. He's being very patient, which is hard when you have SVG barreling down on you.
Ty Gibbs so much success in the Xfinity Series. He is a champion. He's won 12 races in this series. 4 of them have come on road courses. Dave?
Well, I can't say to crew chief Bruce Schlicker where did he come from because we knew he was coming. But that last run there was great. A little wall contact. What does Shane have?
I think he's got enough there. We just need this thing to stay green. So
I can't guarantee that.
So we'll re-rack him here. I think he's got enough for those 2 guys in front of him. I know we're good on fuel for a few more laps than they are if we do get some overtime. So feeling pretty good about it right now.
You can't tell him how to drive it because he does that pretty darn well. What's been your role today, Bruce, just trying to keep him in the game?
I mean, just kind of keeping his head where it needs to be. You know, we talked about the 1 stop. We made some adjustments. He gave me a direction to go. it was the right direction. So I just kind of let him do his deal here.
Yep, Stevie, when you have a superstar, right, you got to have the team effort.
That's absolutely right, Dave. You kind of have to understand, you know, your role is to put a car out there that allows SVG to display his talents. That's how I always looked at it, whether it was Jeff Gordon or Dale Jr. You know, we won as a team, we lost as a team, but the fans come to watch that driver perform. So don't do something to take him out of the race. I kind of like what he said there. I hadn't really given fuel a lot of thought because we've had so many yellows, but pitting a little bit later has once again not taken his driver out of the race fuel-wise. I was concerned about traffic. SVG has made short work of it. They just need those green flag laps. Those are going to be tough. What he does such a nice job of is when he makes a pass, he doesn't lose momentum. What I mean is sometimes you get side by side, you complete the pass, but it takes a half a lap to kind of get back on the offensive. SVG can complete a pass and the next corner be on the offensive again. And that's what these fans are lined up on the fence to see.
And Kim, we have seen Sheldon Creed really outperform what we thought his talents were on road courses, but running in the top 5 right now.
Yeah, and he knew he had a fast car when he practiced earlier today, but the engine quit, so they had to change it. Starting from the rear, what a day for him. He told us he was going to send it. He did exactly that. Got up to the 13th position before the first caution and has strategically worked his way up. He now sits top 5 with striking distance to the leaders. We'll see if Creed has more than what we are seeing right now in the 5th position. Maybe, Dave, another runner-up finish for Creed. We'll see.
Oh, my goodness. 8th for Connor Mosak right now in the blue 88. The 25-year-old from Charlotte ran 23 races in the Xfinity Series last year. Did not run that many this year. Ran some ARCA and some Trans Am. Really wished he had more Xfinity Series races. So to prepare for this, yep, sim time like everybody else. And then he's got 2 coaches that work with him, Josh Wise and Scott Speed. Guys, I'm thinking if your coaches, your advisors are Wise and Speed, you're improving your chances on a street course like Chicago.
It's a good name game there. Wise and Speed. Let's listen into Jesse Love's radio.
I mean, the biggest thing is the 2 guys behind us, actually the 4 guys behind us will use us up. So good restart, have a good gap, we'll be fine. You guys are doing amazing. Likely to happen. Just hopefully we catch it, we'll be good fun.
That was Danny Stockman Jr. that started off that conversation, and he knows how to win championships, knows how to win races, has won championships at different levels of NASCAR, and has young Jesse Love right now in front of this field with under 5 laps to go. It'll be 4 to go when they cross the start-finish line. All right, so let's go back to DJ and Brad. Guys, have we learned anything today that we can transfer to tomorrow for the Cup race?
You know, I think there's probably a lot of the Cup drivers that, Brad, are sitting watching this, and in particular, SVG, as to how he goes about making these passes, and is that something they can incorporate into their arsenal tomorrow as they try to make passes, move their way to the front, because we know how competitive that field is.
Yeah, he's shown a lot today and a lot of skill and technique, but the thing I've been really impressed with, you know, this is not the quintessential road race for our guys, and racing on these streets is difficult. They've done a great job of keeping these race cars clean. I thought we would destroy some race cars today. That hasn't happened, so it shows the level of skill, where we're at as racers in the Xfinity Series, and I think they'll push forward to tomorrow as well.
Yeah, if we've seen anything that we want to look forward to tomorrow, that passing is difficult, it can be done, but a lot of pushing and shoving, and I think we'll see a lot of that here in the last couple of laps today and tomorrow.
We'll see just how aggressive people want to be at the end of this one. I mean, as we mentioned, there's a check at the end of this, there's a trophy, there's pride. You know, winning at Chicago is a big deal.
How about AJ Allmendinger right here, all the way back to 11th after a heavy impact with the turn 6 wall. I thought Babesco was going to end his day, but he pitted. He's come out, some aggressive passes, but he's worked his way back up. He has a chance to get inside the top 10 just in front of him. That 15 of Joey Logano. This is the car that Hayden Egan has driven full time. Joey got behind the wheel this week, get some extra laps.
So many things that goes into building this street course. Think about this. Each one of those sections of wall, the barriers, weighs 10,000 pounds, and there's 2,000 of those that go on either side of this course. So there's 4.4 miles of those barriers They built those new harbor suites, the 23 of those that go down Lakeshore Drive. 150 plus structures that are built just for this event. And then you see the hundreds of tire packs that are around the course, and those have been, well, they've been used pretty extensively today.
I love that bottom note, right? All 50 states and 23 countries. This suite complex on the front stretch. You and I started our day up on the top floor on camera with the, the city in the background. And I'm going to tell you, not only did it look good, but it was pretty electric up there. These guys were having a good time. You see everybody get their phone out. They know something's going to happen. They want to video it. They want to document it.
We do want to thank Marvin Holdings. That was the suite we were in. They were very generous to allow us to be up there.
Oh, we're starting with 3 to go.
I was like, man, they had one of the best seats.
Yeah, a great vantage point. They see him coming out of turn 12 and all the way along the front stretch.
We talked a lot about who could win the thing, but let's see what this could do to upset. I mean, you have the 48, Parker Kligerman right back there, right? If he could win, what that would do to put him locked in the playoffs. He feels good about points, but...
Jaden, are you watching the race?
18, as you mentioned, with so many seconds still to get to that win.
Oh my goodness, to get to victory lane would be huge for Sheldon Creed. And we know that car with the big W on the hood, SVG, he's going to be aggressive. There'll be 3 laps of racing.
All right, back green.
From the streets of Chicago.
Back green.
From the restart zone and around turn 12. And another good restart for Love. As we see Hill falling back.
3 to go.
For that second spot on the outside as they go to 1.
Ty Gibbs' life just got very complicated. SVG makes short work of Ty Gibbs.
Oh, the wrong goes Mayer. Sam Mayer's around.
As Sam Mayer gets turned next time to turn number 1, he will refire the car, but SVG has gotten to second, and he is looking for the lead.
They work down Lakeshore Drive. This is the right-hand bend that is known as turn 3, and here they come down into the turn 4 and 5 complex. Van Gisbergen looking outside, now trying to look inside. Love washes up just a little bit. SVG is there on the back bumper. Here's another bobble from Love as they race off 5.
Here they come out of 5 on the Columbus Drive. Jesse Love in the 2. You're on board with Shane Van Gisbergen. He's going to fade right, and he's going to drive it in way deep. Side by side for the lead into 6. Love will hang on to the spot. He had preferred positioning, but here's SVG again on the march.
Big block right here by Jesse Love. Not going to be enough. SVG to the inside. Ty Gibbs trying to follow. Jesse Love was very defensive, but it's just too much space to keep him back. Now Ty Gibbs, can he chase down SVG?
Nah, I think SVG got this.
Shane Van Gisbergen now.
I think they're still being on the caution, though.
We see a very congested turn 12.
Look at that. That's such a beautiful scenery.
Look at them fighting for positions. As Parker Kligerman under attack from Larson. 3 car lengths separate the top 2 now as Van Gisbergen trying to put Gibbs a couple more car lengths back.
There's Kyle Larson. He has gotten away now, and he'll grab the 5th position from Parker Kligerman as Jesse Love has dropped anchor.
Austin Hill has some smoke.
He's running in the 7th spot, but now that Shane Van Gisbergen has gotten the lead, Ty Gibbs' life has gotten incredibly challenging. Just trying to keep pace with him and get back to his back bumper.
And it looked like Sheldon Creed got spun or shuffled out of the mix somehow there on the back half of the course, and he is not a factor now. But this race for 3rd is a good one. Here's Larson trying to track down the
Larson takes 3rd.
Got to get by Love first, and he does on the right hander into turn number 4. Larson to 3rd. Does he have enough time to get to
I don't think so.
On turn number 5, Larson now will break away from this pack. He's just completed the pass, but
I don't think he's going to have enough time to catch them. Even if he doesn't have enough time to pass even. Probably Gibbs or definitely not SVG.
Jesse Love just a few laps ago had the lead in control of this race, and now he's fallen back to 5th.
Unless we get a caution, but it doesn't look like it.
A lot of good race cars behind him. He's going to be disappointed, but you have to stay on offense here. Good strategy by his crew chief getting track.
All right, coming to the white flag.
And take a look at what happened with Sheldon Creed, because he was running up inside the top 5.
And
then through turn 12, right before turn
white flag is in the air. One more time around for SVG.
And pulling away is Shane Van Gisbergen.
He's pulled away by a second. 2. Back onto Lakeshore Drive is Shane Van Gisbergen.
The best car today has found his way back to the front when it counts, but it's not over yet. Tough section of racetrack here. He'll go through turn number 3. No pressure from behind. He continues to leg it out over Ty Gibbs and Kyle Larson in that second spot. SVG through 4, out of 5, and onto Columbus Drive for the last time.
Unless that car breaks, turn out the lights, the party's over. Shane Van Gisbergen is about to win his
SVG is going to do it, it looks like. He shocked the world last year when no one fucking knew who he was. Well, some people did. I didn't. He won that race, and Jaden somehow magically predicted it because he's a time traveler. He won that cup race last year here. He's going to come around the final turns in amazing fashion. Dominated part of the early part of the race, you know, with Larson, and now he's just kind of passed everyone to take it. SVG comes around, final turn, and Shane Van Gisbergen wins the Chicago Street Course race.
When he goes around a road course, and you look at the company that he joins here with Terry Labonte, AJ Allmendinger, 3 straight road course wins for Van Gisbergen.
That was a great race. Wish a lot of those cautions didn't happen.
You heard him do it again tomorrow.
It was a great
That's
race.
What's so impressive. You mentioned coming in as the favorite in the pressure. He was off the radar a year ago. He's not off the radar now. Everyone knows who he is. Everyone knows the level of talent he has.
From Auckland, New Zealand, one thing that we have learned about Shane Van Gisbergen, he's a big fan of rugby. And so his new celebration is once he stops on the start-finish line, he will grab a rugby ball, he will autograph it, and he'll kick it into the grandstands.
I've never tried, but he makes it look way easier than I bet it is.
Making his way through turn 9, waving
SVG's third Xfinity win of the year. All 3 at road courses. The past 3 road courses.
And finishing up
in the Xfinity Series.
They got a football for
I was going to say, now, hold on.
Look at this.
Oh, they got a football.
Maybe Soldier Field, Chicago. They had to go with the original look.
They're not doing a rugby ball this time. They're doing a football.
What a show SVG and Kyle Larson put on today. Larson making it all the way back up to 3rd. Ty Gibbs, impressive performance, finishing in 2nd.
Those tire marks will be on there for a little bit.
Speaking from experience, the ticket that you get for this is called
Ooh, he hit the
show
wall.
of speed. Oh, really? Yeah. And I think the fans appreciate it. On the streets here of Chicago.
That was a good-ass burnout.
There's been 2 burnouts done right there on Columbus, and they've both been done by this man right here. Shane
Yep,
Van
because
Gisbergen
Cole Custer didn't get to do
climb
one.
out of the car. His crew is there to greet him.
involved in the Shane Van Gisbergen victory celebration. We've seen it build throughout this year. 2 wins already. He's got rugby balls to worry about. He now may have a football to worry about. First of all, worry about the guys that got him there, including Justin Marks from Trackhouse Racing. And as is his custom, around to everyone, because they all had a big part in what happened here this afternoon. Watching him behind the wheel was spectacular. You rode with him. We had the camera on board. We could see probably everything but the footwork, which was still a closely guarded secret. And Matt Colleague,
Man, I love their energy.
congratulating his driver. And here, everybody's here. And yeah, why not? Let's continue. Shane, sign it. And then I just didn't know which direction you're going to kick. You want to do the sweets, or are you going to get these folks out here? Here he goes. Nice. I think the front straightaway makes a pretty good pitch, don't you?
Oh, that's awesome. What a great race. It was pretty wild there at the end, and I can't thank all the racing guys enough. Our weather tech tomorrow was amazing, and a great race at the start with Kyle. He was really good on the restarts, and our car better for the second set of tyres, but whew, that was fun at the end, passing all those guys. Had some great racing with everyone.
Let's start with the Kyle Larson and you battle. That looked fun to us. What was it like behind the wheel?
It was cool. We're waving at each other, thumbs up, and really respectful, but big moves. He was amazing on the brakes and on the bumps, so really cool. Learned a lot. He probably learned a lot off me, but yeah, hope to race him again for the win tomorrow.
All right,
That'd
do
be
you
awesome.
officially own this town now?
No, of course not, but it's a privilege to race here. This event is amazing, what NASCAR has done, so yeah, what NASCAR's done here, it's what a show, so pretty cool feelings. Hopefully we can repeat tomorrow.
Congratulations. Very humble. He is super fun to watch. What a privilege to be here, Rick.
His dad and his sister are also here in Chicago to watch his performance.
I wonder if
What a
AJ is jealous.
performance it
Probably.
was again. Shane Van Gisbergen, after starting up front, he and Kyle Larson putting on a great battle through stage 1, and then fighting his way back through the field.
But alrighty, y'all.
All the
I'm gonna
carnage that
end
took
this
place
shit
here in the streets, and then showing why he is one of the
right
best
here.
street racers in the world. He gets to victory lane one more time. Shane Van Gisbergen.
Pretty sure green flag is at 5 o'clock
Rugby ball
tomorrow.
into the crowd. We'll have Peacock Pit Box on the other side of the break.
And every lock that ain't locked when no one's around.
Yeah, 5 is green flag
manufactured in America
tomorrow.
using only American raw materials. Most competitors make
So I'll be live at,
7,000 miles away.
you know what, I'll be live at 4:20. I'll be live at
WeatherTech in your
4:20.
vehicle, you may hear angels sing as you marvel. How do they do
Just
it?
'cause it's a special
Simple.
event, I'll be live a little bit
American technology,
earlier.
American workers deliver quality, not imported junk for a few bucks less.
Yeah.
Get the
I think Dom will be there.
and support America.
And I think it'll be a fun time.
WT.com.
So yeah, I want to thank you all for watching, and peace out.